for the type of energy only Darren McCarty and Neil Rule can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neil Rule, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy. Big D! Right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neil Rule. Stick pressed into emergency duty with Darren McCarty being out.
You know what? It's big shoes to fill, but I'll do my best today, Neil. There's going to be a lot of tone. There's going to be a lot of sarcasm. There's going to be a lot of cut the shit.
There is?
There's going to be a lot today on Big D Energy.
There is going to be a lot. And a lot more than I even anticipated, by the way.
5 minutes ago, I think our show prep changed.
It did change.
And
as soon as I saw, because here's the deal. You guys all have those persons or peoples in your life. When you see a text comes from them, you stop what you're doing. There's a hierarchy to the text message. KG, what up? What's really good?
Hey, man, I'm glad to be back. I know you missed me while I was gone.
I know you've been missing me.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know you've been missing me.
How you feeling after your big week, man?
You know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I'm good. Absolutely good. We got Spenmo Racks in the building.
Hello.
What up? But yeah, driving back to the point of the story here, we all have a hierarchy to our text. You know what I mean. There's a priority list. It's almost like a waiver wire. When Stick texts me, I stop what I'm doing and I open it and I see what's going on.
Yep.
So, you have that priority.
I appreciate that, Neil Rule.
And what you sent me, which we're going to get to in a few minutes, it did change the course of the day. Stick, what's up with you, man?
Just feeling good. The whole damn city's winning right now.
Yes.
Do you know that no Detroit team has lost in 2025?
Correct.
Undefeated.
Wow.
Never lost.
Not once in this brand new year. So the year 2025 being kind to the Detroit teams. Social media not being kind to everybody who's against Detroit teams. And I don't know if it's because I'm diving more into Twitter or just my Twitter's getting more active whenever I throw things out there. But my goodness, the narrative with Vikings, Packers fans, I've never felt so much chirping and pettiness in my life. And then it just keeps compiling because everywhere you go, you see these people crying, making excuses.
At some point, it's you. Packers fans, Vikings fans, at some point it's you. When people keep saying the same shit about you for years, it's because it's true. All right?
And how about
that's
this
it.
point? They keep telling us Detroit fans don't know how to win. You guys got to learn how to win.
No, we know how to win very well.
You need to learn how to lose. That's the difference.
And believe me, you gonna learn.
You're learning, and it's hard. It's hard to take that step. It's hard to go from the mansion to the trailer park. It really is, because now you're thinking about the pool. You're thinking about the butler you used to have. You're thinking about your two furnaces.
The heated driveway.
Yeah, and now you're stuck with radiator heat, that you got to plug in, or you're turning on your stove to keep your house warm. And it's a struggle. Now, us, on the other hand, we done
came up.
Yeah, I used to heat my house with my stove. Now I got a thermostat on my phone, Neil. That's how the Lions are living.
I had a slow car charger.
Right.
Oh.
Dude, you used to pay for gas.
Right. Now you a snowflake. Look at you.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Living a
But no,
snowflake life.
I'm just so sick of the tension and the angst with that, because it's listen, these people think they can affect Detroit people. They think they can affect how Detroit feels about themselves, and it's the Detroit versus everybody moniker didn't take off because it was just a fun, cool thing. That's how everybody's felt for many years in this city. Tommy Walker just put it on a T-shirt, right? We all felt that way, and all these people trying to attack Detroit now, and it's like Eminem at the end of 8 Mile, we've heard it all. We know we're 0-16. We know all this stuff. What are you going to say about us that we're not self-aware about? But you know what we could say about you? That you can't beat us.
Correct. Absolutely 100% correct. As a matter of fact, the whole year went by and you didn't do it. Okay, I'll address this. By the way, subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel and then jump in the chat. And then Spencer Raxter came up with this. This was not me.
Look at it. Look at the angst on his face.
Well, look, At first, I was like, no way people are going to go for that. And then I haven't even talked about it, and it's 10% of the way there already. In the Super Chat, Spenny came up with this cute idea. 15 orange Super Chats, and I will, quote, profess my love for Michigan football. Now, I've told you this. I'm never going to lie to you, guys. I'm not. I will tell you the things I like about Michigan football. 100%.
Which are?
Their fight song's pretty dope.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. See? That's just a little preview.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'm not giving away the product. That's a little Blue Magic. That's a brand name.
Hey, that's enough for me. I'm getting high off that alone. Like, give me a taste, man.
Dante 151 in the Super Chat. We need to meet this goal for Neil. Also, go Pistons. Beat those damn Nets. Also, D-Mac, do you think the Red Wings will call up one of their goalies with Lyon being injured and last night's win to steady the ship? D-Mac is out today, Dante 151.
And
So
I
I'll
don't know
go.
a
I'll
damn
default.
thing about hockey.
Yeah, I'll default to my resident hockey default expert. Spenny, they calling up one of the kids.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to. I mean, I don't know if it'll be one of the kids, and it can't be Billy Huso. We'll see with Jack Campbell. If he's ready to go, if he's healthy, he should probably be the next call because Billy Huso's been getting peppered. So, I mean, Koso will only be an emergency goalie. It seems like that's the only way they've been using him. So if Lyon has to miss some time, it's probably going to be Jack Campbell.
All right, fair enough. Pete Smith, noted Michigan fan. I like Pete Smith's angle. He jumps into that orange Super Chat, doesn't address the Michigan thing at all, just says, Neil, tell us what you think of Scottie Pippen. Hold nothing back. For those that know, I've been in media a long time in this town, in sports media for a long time. Maybe you've heard it before, maybe you haven't. Pete, I got a new take on it, a new spin on it. Could you imagine Alex Anzalone tapping out of the NFC Championship game because of a headache?
No. Not at all.
Because that's what Scottie Pippen did. Game 7, Eastern Conference Finals. Now, keep in mind, he was well enough to sit on the bench with that little douchey ice pack on his neck. Like, could you imagine? That's what I think of Scottie Pippen, because that's what he did. He tapped out. In the biggest game of his career, he tapped out because of a headache. Tell me I'm lying.
You're not lying.
That's what he did.
Bitch move.
He sat on the bench with the little ice pack, and like the old school one that's blue with the little twist on cap.
Yeah.
And just sat with that on his neck and sat there.
It's pretty bad.
Could you imagine that keeping you from playing?
Just imagine if the social media era was back then. He would have got destroyed.
I know, right?
Bro.
I hate talking about it because, part of the argument about today's era is that it's soft compared to back then. I haven't seen any guys taking games off with headaches lately. Have you?
Not a game 7 of the conference semifinals.
So it kind of like, if anybody wanted to argue back that this generation is softer, you could just pull up Scottie Pippen.
There
There
you
wasn't
go.
that many Scottie Pippens back then.
This is your physical era. Man, he's got the only thing missing was a thermometer in his mouth.
Didn't
the
he
old
get
school
mad
kid.
It was in his rectum.
Didn't he get mad because Tony Kukoc took the last shot in one of those playoff series
Yeah.
when Jordan wasn't there and the whole point at the shoe shit? Yeah, Scotty, you're an emotional player, man. You gotta let it go, dog.
But
let it go.
his ex-wife got smashed by Jordan's daughter, her son.
It was the prophecy. It was the prophecy. That's what
full
you get for
circle.
all that hate, bro.
You like full circle stories. I'm all for it. Good job for Jordan's son.
Steve O'Baby. Neil, how good does it feel to be 500 when it comes to Red Wings and the Pistons? I don't know what you feel, but damn, I feel good right now. Agree. 100% agree, man. Yeah. Like, you knew. See, here's the deal. And you know what? Let's go into it. Real quick, Burn in the Super Chat. Green Bay, I respect you for what you've been, okay? But Minnesota, you fucking suck. Minnesota, you haven't won a chip in any sport since 1991. Facts.
My line all last week was, we live in the gutter and we sell crack to each other. It's a quote from ICP, the infamous group from the East Side. And it's true. Like, the Vikings were sitting there judging the Lions. And it's like, dude, just because you found a pair of shoes doesn't mean you're a better homeless guy than me. Both the franchises have never done anything. They just act like they have, which blew my mind. Like, what have you done? You ever won a Super Bowl? No, but we got there.
Cool story, bro.
You guys wasted
In
Barry
the
Sanders.
70s.
You guys wasted Calvin Johnson. Yeah, you wasted Adrian Peterson.
And Randy Moss.
You wasted Randy Moss.
And Chris Carter.
And Chris Carter. So, like, we're the same.
and are wasting Justin Jefferson.
As we speak.
Currently, yes.
As we speak. Woodward Sports chat, and I knew this was coming. I figured it was coming from Copacetic Sushi. Neil, migraine headaches can be completely debilitating.
Yep.
Copacetic Sushi.
Sure can.
Yes, they can. So debilitating that you sit on the bench in a 20,000-seat arena with an ice pack on your head, right?
Neil.
So debilitating, Copacetic Sushi. I know. Or maybe he's a puss. One of the two.
I can empathize. I do get migraine headaches from time to time.
Yeah, do you go sit in a 20,000-seat building, Game 7 of a conference semifinals?
No, you know what? I still got to be a dad and take care of my kids and feed them and get them to school and do all those things. And if I can do that, you don't think I could play basketball for 2 hours?
Correct.
And honestly, that helps you through migraines, that physical activity, the sweat and all of it. So, yeah, do some research on migraines.
All I can say is this. If they called me to say, Neil, we need you to come do the Super Bowl, right? Do TV for the Super Bowl. If I have a migraine headache that day, I will do that Super Bowl broadcast.
You're damn right you will.
Whatever it is.
No,
I will do that Super Bowl
Neil,
broadcast.
let's not discredit yourself. If you had a Tuesday show on Woodward Sports from 11 to 1 and you woke up with a migraine, you'd still come do the show.
I'd still do the show.
You'd get through 2 hours.
100, because you can get through 2 hours of anything.
Anything.
Anything in the world, man. Tammy Chin, hello, Kyle. Great game. Sorry I was arguing with my ticket rep last night about us losing our seats. Everyone in Section 301 for next season. They increased our tickets from $4,700 to $18,000. Tammy, I saw that post.
Damn.
I saw
we
that
brought it
post
up
on
the morning
social
show.
media, and Tammy, I feel for you.
Yeah, that's tough.
Especially you, because no one can question your resume. Nobody can. Not anybody in this chat.
18,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Lions angle to it.
300 section.
Yeah. So
We better never have anybody get hurt next year after these prices. They better have the best field, best equipment, best training staff. That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. So again, Tammy, I feel for my heart broke when I read your post on social media, and I don't have an answer for you. Like I don't. Like,
I mean, it's just capitalism.
Yeah, if the Tammys of the world can't go to the games now, like the teams are doing wrong. Like that's your number one fan, right? Like why would you piss off a fan like that?
No, I agree. Tammy also says it's just part of the business. It's just heartbreaking. No, and that's true.
Hey-oh. Still hard from Sunday.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
The Old Forester 1910 is on me.
Hugh Jackman, appreciate it. Yes. No, Old Forester 1910, pound for pound. When you factor in price availability,
yep.
all
Price,
of it,
yep.
Pound for pound, my favorite bourbon in the game.
Pretty good.
The Old Forester single barrel proof is my all-around favorite. But you can get 2 bottles of 1910 for the price of the single barrel proof. But
If I was
Hugh
thinking
Jackman,
today, Neil, I would have made us some old fashions. I didn't bring the equipment.
you know what we do? You know what? I thought about that too.
Yeah. We haven't had the 103 Club in a while. We
Let's
could've
do an
brought it live to
episode.
air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next commercial break, we'll get that in order. Is that fair?
I don't have all the stuff. No, I can't make it.
No, well, I mean,
we could
have
sip bourbon.
Yeah, we have the main component.
Yeah.
Okay, we will definitely do that. But Hugh Jackman, thanks,
A
man.
Bourbon Wednesday?
Yeah, why not?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere?
Correct.
All teams are winning. Why can't we have a bourbon?
That's fair.
MPWMU.
Shout out Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, no doubt. That counts, right? Towards the.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just 20 or higher.
Yeah, that counts as a 3.
And I'll count that one as a 2.5.
Okay.
So I'll count it as a 3.
You're 20% of the way there, Neil.
You guys, man.
Oh, you guys.
This is going to be done by 11:45, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, when it cracks the number, I'll take a whole segment, and I'll tell you what I do. I'll do I'll tell you what I do like about Michigan football.
It can't be in your backhanded
No,
way either.
100%.
Okay.
Legit.
All right.
100%
making
legit.
sure.
While the fight song plays in the background?
Now,
Of
now,
course.
take
You know
it
I
easy.
got it.
Okay.
You know I got it,
no,
bro.
you can take out your headphones so you don't hear the fight song.
Jesus Christ.
You know I'm putting it on there.
Owen Mullen in the super chat. I went into enemy territory onto some Vikings pages. The whining's out of control. They can't stop about the refs and all the missed calls.
How about
The
the missed
refs?
targets by Sam Darnold?
Hold on.
Like, that's what you should be talking about.
Hold on, we talk about referees in a 31-9 victory.
That's how you know
Where you
What the
didn't
fuck are we
score
talking about?
a touchdown.
Yeah.
How
what?
about the missed delay of games? Because there's like 5 of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
What are we
Owen,
talking about?
See,
You
they
know-
need to learn how to win. This is what I'm telling you, KG. They don't know how to win. Like, it gets to a point where you understand you suck. They still think they're good.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They're just so not self-aware with what they actually are.
Burn hit the super chat, and I actually want to do this as a topic
4
when
out
we come
of 15.
back. You guys.
Shout out.
No, I do. We're going to go off the script for, well, no, because we got to get to the Red Wings too. All right, we'll do them both.
Okay.
Guys, we got a lot of work to do. I'll say that. Spenny wants to talk about car flags, and we'll do that too. All right, tell him about Sabbath Coffee.
Sabbath Coffee Roasters, deliciously roasted specialty coffee dropped off right at your doorstep. Make sure you subscribe at SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Use code word Woodward to get 25% off your first subscription order. SabbathCoffeeRoasters.com. Support local and just enjoy great coffee.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Neil Rule here for Woodward Merch. Yes, all new Detroit shirt designs. We have NFC champion shirts as well. Belt to ass line is up. The standbys, and we'll get to this a little bit later, Boo Them Kids is back in play.
Damn
we
right
never
it is.
stop selling them, though, because you guys are animals, and I love it.
May have to put up a
Here's
new
one
one.
low-key that I like that it seems to resonate with everyone. That one on the right side there, that's Dan Campbell's speech the day he was hired. And that one is dope. Like, for real, that one's cool. Real talk.
I want that one.
Shop.woodwardsports.com, guys. We're doing it better than anyone. That's a fact. All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule. Stick in for D-Mac. Shout out to Varch, as we always do. We got an impromptu bourbon Wednesday. This is the limited edition single barrel finished in cognac barrels. Give me a banana cognac, bitch. 117 proof, by the way. Stains the
stuff.
nostrils.
Oh, yeah. Wake you up a little bit. Put some hair on your chest, as we used to
Wake
say.
your punk ass up.
Right.
All right. No, but we're doing it, and we're going to go all the way in. Spenny's diabolical. He put it 5 orange super chats, and I'll tell you what I like about Michigan football for a segment.
Oh, that's beautiful.
15.
10 whole minutes.
You already
Or
got
15.
5.
Yeah, 15.
You're a third of the way there. Neil.
I know.
We got 2 more. You said you were going to do Burns as a topic.
Yes.
So here's Dante's real quick. He said, I just saw the stat that Jared Goff, in an NFL single season record, recorded his 9th game this season with a 75 pass completion percentage, thus passing Tom Brady. That is incredible, and why the media won't vote for Goff for MVP, damn it.
You know why. Cheers, everybody, by
Was
the way.
Tom Brady a
up,
good
toast
quarterback?
He
Like,
was
is that
pretty
good company to be in?
No, here's the deal. And here's here's why they won't do it. Right? And it's the most Jared Goff reason ever. And it's fine. By me, it's fine. And I'm sure it's fine by him. That 5 interception game that they won, that he gutted out a way and found a way to win, they're going to hold that against him because it's easy. Spenny, you guys, I've told you this forever. I know what's behind the curtain in sports media. I know what it is. They don't want to do anything that requires thought and rational logic. They want easy. What's easy? Lamar does the running things,
Right.
and Josh Allen does the running and the throwing things, and they're the 1 seed, and they won the division, and Josh Allen's playing the best football of his career.
Right.
It's an easy button thing.
Yep.
It takes nuance for what Spenny just read. It takes an ability to critically think with what Jared Goff has done. We have not seen precision like this. And I don't care if you're Easy or anyone. Like, to the point where I'm done arguing it.
Yeah.
It's on you now if you don't get it.
Accuracy ain't appreciated.
It's not, and I'll never understand why. And guys, when I was on the treadmill at Planet Fitness today, they were showing highlights of Notre Dame's win. And just glazing up their quarterback, which, he was fine. But every throw I watched was here, or he had to go back here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and the other thing with Goff, too, a couple of deep balls are wobbly from time to time.
Who cares?
But still drop in the mark. They're never going to do it. So just stop getting upset about it, guys. They're never going to do it.
Yeah, I actually gained a lot of respect for the Miami Herald. I'm not sure if you ever heard of them. Really,
I'm familiar with their work.
They put out quarterback rankings at the end of every season, and it's based on accuracy and all that good stuff. And Jared Goff was number 2 on their list this season, and he was number 2 last year on their list. And the difference between this quarterback is rating and others, this only is a passing quarterback. Like, they don't attribute the running stats. So when you're talking about a pure passing quarterback, the only quarterback ranked above Jared Goff was Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is the only better passer of the football in the entire NFL than Jared Goff, according to the Miami Herald, and I do agree with them, because when you watch the game, you watch the timing, you watch his throws, and I don't remember the exact stat, but his throw probability to the decisions that he should be making is always a plus at the end of the game when those nerds are figuring out,
Everything's a plus.
The throw to win ratio, or his open is a window compared to how many yards the defender is away. Like, Jared Goff leads in every statistical quarterbacking category. Now, you want to talk about running backs? You want to talk about Jalen Hurts? You want to talk about Lamar Jackson? You can do that.
He doesn't lead in completion percentage, passing yards, or touchdowns.
Who?
Jared Goff.
No, he's top 3 or 4 in all of those categories.
No,
He
doesn't lead,
he
though.
doesn't lead. Yeah.
Deep yards, air yards. He's among the leaders of everything, man. Like all like the fake narratives. All the fake narratives that are easy. And guys, that's why this continues to permeate. Because it's easy. Because that's what they do. I know. Like, I've worked in PR. I know what they want.
Yep. It's the NFL. They get to Jared Goff's name. Oh, he lost to the Bills. He had a 5 interception game.
That's
Move
it.
on.
Yeah.
Move on.
That's why? Because that's easy.
Yeah.
And that's why,
I mean,
guys.
he'll be top 5 in MVP voting.
I hope he better be.
He will
man.
be. I'm sure he will be.
Well, I mean, start reverse engineering it, right?
You got
Saquon.
Lamar's going to win.
Saquon.
It's gonna be
Joe
Josh
Burrow,
Allen,
you gotta throw his name in
Saquon.
there.
Yeah, Jared Goff and Joe Burrow. That'll be your top 5.
Derrick Henry going to get some love in there?
He
No.
won't get more love than Jared Goff.
Or Saquon. Yeah, like,
You see what I'm saying?
if it's a running back in there, it's going to be Saquon.
No doubt.
Derrick
But you
Henry
see what
was
I'm
good.
saying, though? Like, you start working backwards from it, it'd be real easy to send him down the list. But again, I'm not at that point right now. Burn, when you get to it, I feel like this Lions season flew by so quick. I never appreciated the individual games. I choked up thinking of my favorite games. My favorite was a night game in Lambeau and Big Curb.
Yeah.
What was yours?
No, that's a great point. I was talking about this with Anson. I was like, man, this was our last regular season post-game show on Sunday. Like, this season, absolutely, like 17 weeks in the snap of a finger, it seems. I don't even really remember week 1 against the Rams going into overtime, right? It seems like forever ago, but it also seems like the season just started. It's a really weird thing, and that's why all season long I was trying to preach to people, like, embrace the tough moments, because that's what's going to create the whole drama of the season. After you lost to the Bucks, it's okay, you lost the second game of the season, doesn't mean everything's over, doesn't mean, like, just live in the moment with the team, and then at the end we can look back and evaluate what the season really was. And I think we can all say this season was absolutely fucking incredible.
Magical.
It's a great question, man, because I'm trying to, like, jog my memory and think about it right now. And I think for me, it was a Sunday night Houston game
That was fun.
where they were as bad as they could possibly be.
Yep.
Right? The breaks that went against them, a couple of those picks were tip balls and everything like that. As bad as it could possibly be. And I remember Monday, Spenny, when we did that show, We came in here, and I said it's official, man. They are the David Goggins of the NFL. You cannot break them. That was the game that showed me that they are a legitimate threat to win the Super Bowl. Now they are the favorites to win the Super Bowl through all of it. And it fits, right? Like it all tracks because can you imagine if the 49ers lost Bosa? Right? Can you imagine if TJ Watt was gone for the year? That would break a franchise.
Absolutely.
And they lost 11 more dudes off the defense. You know what I'm saying? Like when you recreate it all and look at everything how it played out, it's insane that they're standing where they are right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I guess if I really want to analyze the game that stands out the most to me, it would probably be that first Vikings game. Because that was I don't know, the Cowboys game was an absolute ass-beating, too.
Minus
that
the Aiden injury.
Aside from the Aiden Hutchinson injury, that Cowboys game was so memorable because they went in there, and that's where the belt to ass started.
Yeah.
And they finished it out through the rest of the year.
And then after the Aiden injury, they continued to whoop in their ass.
Yeah.
That was the best part about
They
it.
allowed 0 points in the second half, I believe, without Aiden Hutchinson. But no, I think that first Vikings game, because that's when the whole team had to show up. It was a rallying cry, and it was the first.
They spotted them 10.
They spotted them 10. The Vikings were coming off a bye.
See, I didn't like
5-0. Like it was to me that was a defining win, and you got to see the birth of pressure Jake Bates. Like that's a big storyline.
That was his baptism. Yeah.
That's a big storyline this season that came out, and we don't really discuss it because it's almost an automatic at this point. Like,
right.
Jake Bates shouldn't be discussed, just like Jack Fox, because all they do is go out there and do their job.
No, 100%. And I didn't like that one because it opened my eyes to the underbelly of Lions fans and how soft a lot of us are. Yeah. I didn't like it. Twitter melted down, dude, with the fake punt because I love it.
Yeah.
I'm team go for it. You want to do a fake punt, do the fake punt. Obviously, it works. I've given you the math on it. If you can't understand the math, then that's your problem. You need to see a tutor or something like that, okay? Like, I can't help you anymore. I gave you the math. Yesterday, I gave you the breakdown. So I'm done talking to you about that. So, like, through all of that, that was where, for me, I didn't like that game. I like that they spotted them 10. They played the game their way.
Yep.
And Nick, too, if you think about it, that paid dividends down the road when they met again because Spenny called it in real time. It was one of your best takes ever, Spenny.
Thank you. I don't even know what it was.
Dan Campbell sped this game up on KOC.
Yeah.
Sped this game up, and he was uncomfortable. It was like playing golf when somebody hits the ball so much further than you, but they're hitting the fairway too.
Yep.
You start trying to do too much.
And how could you tell the fourth downs? The fourth down calls by KOC.
That's it. Yeah. That's what I'm driving at. And then KG, he didn't continue to do it. On the third one, he took the field goal.
That's
and that's when I knew.
Yep.
That's when I knew.
No such thing as halfway crooks, right, KG?
No,
you got to be all the way in or all the way out. And KOC wasn't all the way in.
Nope.
He was committed till he wasn't, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And, looking into somebody else's bag, that's a golfing term, right? And that's exactly what all these coaches are doing. And there's a story about Tiger Woods. I forget who he was playing with, but Tiger pulls out his 3-iron or something, hits it 70%. So the other guy's looking, he's like, oh, man, Tiger only hit his 3 that far. Like, I'm going to need a little more club than this. Guy pulls out the bigger club, overshoots the green.
Yeah.
Tiger looks at him, says, never look in another man's bag.
Yeah.
I think
and that's what these people are doing. They keep looking in Dan Campbell's bag, thinking they have the club length that Dan Campbell has, and you don't.
No, and Stick, you got it. I think the stat was in KOC's 50-plus games of coaching, he went for it on fourth down 2 times.
2.
In that game, he went for it 2 times.
2.
And it did not work, bro. But that just goes to show you the Lions win the mental battle before you even get to play them on the field.
And what kind of message does that send to your team, too? Like, guys, we're 14-2, but we got to change what we've been doing all season long because these guys.
Because we're not good enough, apparently.
Because that's the exact. Hey, we're not good enough doing it the way we've done it. We got to try to change. Let's emulate what they're doing.
Right.
And then you just look like a clown. If they would have kicked those field goals and kept piling on points, I'm not saying the end of the game changes, but the tone, big tone guy, the tone of the game changes.
Vibes.
Right.
all the vibes would have been different because you would have been doing what you came here to do.
Just put points up.
We got a couple more super chats
Shout
in
out.
there. IT Hip says, out of 4 teams the Lions could play in the divisional round, who is the one you would love to see and the one you would least like to see? Please don't say it doesn't matter either. Thanks, crew.
I fear no one in the NFC.
Thank you.
I especially fear, the one I'll say is this. Who I really don't give a shit about is anybody in this rat-ass division that we play in. With these rat-ass teams, Minnesota, Green Bay. I hope we can play Minnesota every round of the playoffs. Or Green Bay every round of the playoffs. I don't fear Jordan Love. You know my feelings about the Minnesota Vikings. It's been well documented. So, Stick, I don't... For real, in the NFL... Now, if you want to flip it to the AFC... I would prefer to play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
But that's not the question.
But that's not the question.
That's not the question.
I know. I understand.
Out of 4
that.
teams the Lions could play in the divisional round, who you want and who don't.
I guess I would say the Commanders because I have a rookie quarterback on the road in the most hostile environment in the NFL in 5 years.
Yep.
They would stand 0 chance. We would take the Commanders apart.
Oh, yeah.
Apart.
Now-
That crowd would take him apart.
Now, who don't you want to play? And
I gotta get. All right, I'll play the game. I'll play the game.
They
I'll
paid
play the
$20.
game.
Play
Yeah,
the
I
fucking
know,
game.
100%. I'll honor the code. All right, I'll honor the code. I guess I would say by default. Was it division or just conference?
Conference.
Division.
Yeah.
Division. It was.
Says play in the division round.
It's anybody in the NFC that
No,
you
the
would
4
play in
teams the Lions could play in the divisional round.
In the divisional round, they're all teams in the NFC conference.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I would say the Eagles, just because Saquon Barkley really is the product. Like that's why. Like
That's fine. But the Lions stopped the run better than anybody.
I know, but they have the capability. He will get out in the passing game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think they're included in this conversation.
And be a weapon.
This is the
Oh,
4
it's-
teams that they could play.
It's Rams, Vikings,
Bucks,
Packers,
Commanders.
And
Oh, in the divisional round. You got my bad.
Yeah.
Listen,
we've beaten all
listen,
of those
idiot.
teams.
Listen. Listen.
Except the Bucks, we've beaten all of those teams.
Yeah.
The Bucks are the team that I wouldn't want to see. The
Really?
Bucks,
Spenny just stole my thunder. Damn it.
Yeah.
The Bucks are the team I would want to see the Packers. Like, give me the fucking Packers. I would love to see the Packers.
Oh, dude, I would too. I guess if I'm going to answer that, I would say the Rams, but not because of Stafford.
Right.
It's because of Kyron Williams and what they're able to do. No one talks about that.
Yeah. And Sean McVay, he's a good coach, man.
He's a good coach, yeah.
We got to go to break. We're
Yes.
over, but before we do that, another super chat. Owen Mullen in there says, there was a post of Dan Campbell's Hard Knocks speech next to his Vikings post-game locker room speech. It makes me emotional how far we've come, and for sure. Stick, who do you not want to play?
Listen, if I had to pick somebody not to play, it would probably be the Bucks. Obviously, A, they beat you this year in your house. B, you played them last year in the playoffs, so the familiarity's starting to catch up. And say what you want about Baker Mayfield, he can get hot. He's not all the time
Dude, the
hot.
Vikings would take him in a second.
Exactly. Baker could have a game. I don't expect him to have a game, but he could have a game. Thank God Maz
And I'll
isn't
tell you
here.
this, Baker at $33 million a year is one of the better values in the NFL.
No, that's a
It's
fact.
crazy the
He's
way
elevated.
that guy's reinvented his career.
Yeah, he's elevated.
Honestly, but as far as who I want to play, I want the Rams again. I want them. I just want to keep
bury
burying
Stafford.
the fucking
That's all.
Staffords into the ground, plural.
I don't want to play them, but I do. You know, like I was honoring the question. Like
Yeah.
from a football standpoint, that's what it was. Where are we going here?
Pre-game.
Pre-game, that's right. Myself, Sean Belizean, Matthew Broder, Terry Foster. That is your football game day, your playoff football game day. It's the New Holland Brewing Company pregame show. Myself and Sean Belizean, 10 a.m. to noon. Times to be updated. You know, we'll work on that for you guys and get that out there to you once we get the schedule as well. But I do know we'll be at Second Best in downtown Detroit, 42 Watson Street. I do know it's brought to you by Sabbath Coffee Roasters and Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. And I do know that it all kicks off on Sundays with Terry Foster, Matthew Broder for Woodward and Maine. Thousands, tens of thousands of you tap in and watch. Why do you do that? Because you know it's better than anything on the flagship station, and it's better than anything on local TV here in the Detroit area. It's so good, Vikings fans watch. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. Nobody does football like Woodward Sports.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Detroit sports. Make sure you listen to Ermanni and Edwards with Maz next 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on the Woodward Sports Network.
1800 Tequila, the official tequila of the live watch party and post-game show here on Woodward Sports. They are also a proud partner of the Detroit Lions. You can see they got that cool black jersey-themed bottles. You can get those in stores near you today. 1800 Tequila, the smoothest taste in tequila, and please drink responsibly.
All right, keeping it pushing, everybody. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule. Stick in for D-Mac. We got KG. We got Spencer Raxter. We have all of you. Spenny's diabolical. He's got that super chat thing going. 15,
Halfway there, Neil.
halfway there to the super chat. I'll do a segment, and I'll tell you what I like about Michigan football. No, legit.
Yeah, no games.
No games, man.
Did you guys notice at Ford Field when they wore the black unis this last time that they kept the lion in the center of the field blue? The game they lost to Buffalo, the lion was black.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
The black cat strikes again.
Yeah.
I'm salty. They won't vote for Kirby either. No, 100% they won't.
We know what that is, though.
Yeah,
That's Stafford.
That's
The 100%
that dirty
Stafford.
narrative, yep.
Nothing but Stafford.
no question. Woodward Sports chat thread, get in there to it. Gromit 0237. Michigan football's killing it in recruiting and the portal. Go blue.
They are.
I'll give you my
Honestly,
thoughts
they are.
on that. But yeah, go ahead and get in there and get your shit off. Are we caught up? Right? We are.
We are.
Okay, we are. We're caught up right now. All right. Because it's possible. And remember, when you groan, but yet still watch, remember when you groan that I didn't do this. Kelly Stafford did it. Mm-hmm. I didn't do this. Mm-hmm. Kelly Stafford did it. Mm-hmm. And because it's possible. Spenny's got it. She was on her podcast and said,
Who would listen to that nightmare?
There's people, you'd be surprised.
hey, cool Dodgers hat, Stafford, said, quote, I mean, probably, I don't want to, when posed the question if she would be at Ford Field if the Rams were to play the Lions in the playoffs, which, according to seeding, will be the matchup.
Yeah. She ain't never coming back again.
Please do.
She won't.
Well, I'll say it this way. Please do for Woodward's sake, because we'll sell another 1,000 Boo Them Kid shirts.
And that's exactly why she won't.
So come on back.
I was talking to Spenny during the break with all this stuff that's going on with the Minnesota Vikings wife claiming harassment and all that stuff.
Pushing a pregnant
Maybe
woman,
we
like,
get a
come
Boo
on,
Them
dog.
Wives shirt up.
Maybe. Boo everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do here. We boo children. I don't know if you know that
And
or not.
apparently
Boo
push
everybody.
pregnant women.
We can say that. We can do
too.
it. Boo everybody.
Boo
shirt.
everybody,
Yeah.
man. Because that's how it works here. You guys, Double G21, boo them kids.
Boo.
Robert Sloppy Toppenheimer. Why are we still talking about Stafford? Because she
they could
talked
play
about
him.
us.
They could play him in a week too. I mean, let's,
Yeah, we
let's,
don't know
it's
who we're
real.
gonna play yet.
yeah, let's be honest.
According to seeding, they will play them.
So guess what? Until he's out of the league and could be a competitor against the Lions,
Or
They're gonna talk about
until she be's quiet about it.
keep our name out your mouth.
You
I don't know. They can't help themselves. That's it. Like when you're on top, people talk about you, and that's it. When the Lions suck, who was talking about us? Who was
Nobody.
bashing us? Who was coming at us? Nobody. But that goes back to one of my favorite phrases I've ever heard in my life. No one boos a bench player. No one shows up to boo the 12th man. You know who you're booing? You're booing the all-star. You're booing the guy that could hurt your team. You're booing the guy that makes a difference. And that's what the Lions are now. They're making a difference. And I told everybody last year, like, enjoy being the fun Lions fans that are all cute and up and coming. And, oh, my God, we're so happy for the Lions. But now when you start snatching souls, you start taking away division titles, you start taking away playoff appearances, you start shutting down seasons, you start ending careers, Aaron Rodgers, you start doing those things, and people won't like you anymore. Because you're not the punching bag that's like, oh, wow, they're actually winning now. Good for them. No. Now it's, God, these guys won't stop winning. I thought that was a cute little story. And now my team is never going to win the NFC again. Ever. And now you're the enemy. And that's okay. Bill Lambier said it in the Bad Boys 30 for 30 documentary with Terry Foster. Shout out. Somebody had to wear the black hat, and I was okay doing it. The Lions are wearing the black hat now for a lot of franchises, even though we're America's team, the most viewed. But guess what? People watch what they hate more than they watch what they love. Hence Neil Rule.
All comes back to you.
Some people talk about audio issue. Remember, that's a YouTube thing, guys.
Yeah,
that's not a
refresh
Woodward
your
thing.
screen.
Just refresh it, and then talk to YouTube about it. All right, that's not on our end. Yeah, Detroit Arrow. Well said, Stick. Now it's they can't keep getting away with this.
That's it. These rotten kids.
Damn you, kids. So it's just again, I'm tired of hearing about it, but she keeps saying it. So, it's newsworthy because if you were going to bet it, the betting favorite would be Lions-Rams next week.
Yep.
So, that's where we're at, everybody.
Man.
I wasn't going to take a ton of time on it. I just wanted to bring that up and let everybody know that she's still out there talking about it. We got some other Lion stuff that we are going to get into when we come back. And before we do that, though, tell them about Lady Jane's.
You need a wicked awesome haircut? There's only one place to go. That is Lady Jane's with Metro Detroit locations all over the place. Oh, it's Benny. Never mind. Why are you on screen?
Because I have to change the
There we
fucking things every
go.
time
There's
somebody does a new
Maz.
one.
All right, anyways, go Lady Jane's anytime. Sit down, walk in, get that hot towel treatment, get the shoulder rub, the scalp massage, the beard trim. You need some color, like someone pointed out, I'm getting a little gray inside my beard. Lady Jane's could take care of that for you. I'm gonna let it roll. I'm gonna go natural with it because I want to look like Sean Connery.
Nice.
That's what I'm aiming for. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah!
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Neil Rule here for Caesar Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. All you got to do, guys, scan the QR code on the screen. Sign up, make your first deposit using the promo code Woodward1000 and make your first bet all the way up to $1,000. If that first bet loses, you will get it back as a free bonus bet. It's almost like a do-over, everyone. I know there's a lot of people probably in the UP of Michigan that were watching, that live, that maybe were Minnesota fans, that probably did this deal, bet on the Vikings, and once the Vikings got punked, they got all their bets back. up to $1,000, of course, because they use the promo code Woodward1000. You can do it too, as a matter of fact. The app is clean. Guys, it's Caesars. They're one of the OGs in all the sports betting game. So you know that the app's going to be quality. There's no glitching to it. It's easy to read. Not all of them are. And there's no limitation on pretty much on what you can bet on. All the markets are available to you. Futures, same game parlays, all of it. Pete Spivak uses it during every Woodward Sports pregame show. You guys can too. Promo code Woodward1000. Get that first bet back if you lose. That's a bonus bet using that code. Caesar Sports, the official sports book of Woodward Sports. Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy. Neil Rule, stick in for DMAC, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. We're about halfway there. If you want me to give you a segment on what I like about Michigan football, I'll do it. If we get to the number out there with the orange super chats. You guys came out guns blazing. If you wanna send it home, go for it. We got Little Bourbon Wednesday, impromptu. Stick and I, we're going back to the roots a little bit. Shout out Varchaz, the cognac single barrel, aged in the cognac barrel.
The legs on that thing too. You take a sip and it's just,
yes, sir.
It's nice.
It is. It's rich. Like, it's good.
It's rich.
Copacetic Sushi are the designated drivers standing by. Copacetic Sushi, I'm an adult. I am free to have a beverage if I want to have a beverage, and I can have another one if I want to have another one, and still be well within the legal limits of driving in the state of Michigan. Copacetic Sushi. Is that okay with you?
We also have a couch here if we need to sleep it off. So, yeah, we'll be fine.
That is true as well.
We don't put anybody at risk, just our livers.
Yeah. Steve DeYoung, Caesar Sportsbook does not have issues, but YouTube has had some lately. Those are on YouTube's end, right? Not Woodward Sports end. All right.
And did you know Caesar actually used that app?
He did. He bet on. He had the first disciple to.
He came back from the dead.
He had the first disciple to. To take a stab.
It used to be Gladiator or the Bear. Or like the lion versus the bear during the gladiator days. And that used to be the spread. And Caesar would be on his app sitting there at the Coliseum.
Live betting.
Yeah, live betting the bear versus the tiger versus the human.
Over 2.5 human deaths.
Plus minus skulls crushed.
Yeah.
Could you imagine live gambling during the Coliseum days?
It would have been bad.
He's going to die by sword, mace,
take the over every time. Just take the over.
Oh, man. When can we get back to being a proper society?
I don't know.
Let the inmates fight it out.
Right. You know what he did? His first bet was, though, he took Paul to take the first stab. At Jesus. He liked the value of it all.
Yeah. Well,
he had him 15-1.
Right.
Came up empty, but he got that bet back as a bonus bet because he used code Woodward1000.
Yeah. Well, and if you had Judas to be, honest, the odds were long, but it was only 1 in 12, right? It was only 1 in 12.
Right. All right. Let's get back into reality.
All right, enough political and
let's do it.
Religious betting.
Some breaking Lions news as well. I'm sure a lot of you have heard David Montgomery expected to be back. And guys, we talked about this as it was coming down for the Lions. The cavalry was coming. We saw Anzalone last week. Mm-hmm. This next playoff game, it's going to be David Montgomery.
Yep.
Stick, it is, man. Like, don't you just get that feeling like we are America in 1776. We are right now. We're inevitable.
No, we're America in 2025. We're going to add Greenland. We're changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico. We're taking it all back. Now, I was thinking yesterday, because I know a lot of people talk about the injuries, right? And people think that it should have sunk in this team. But when you really analyze it and you really go injury by injury, position by position, yes, the Lions have lost some, but they haven't lost all. And obviously on the offensive end, it's probably the easiest to talk about their injuries because they really haven't had many, right? And when they have, Christian Mahogany has stepped up on the line to replace it. And then Jahmyr Gibbs obviously has taken over. So let's just say, okay, you lost David Montgomery, huge. But has Gibbs been a net plus as your full-time back? No. So did you really, I know you lost the man, and please don't take any of this as these guys aren't valuable. But what I'm explaining to you is that the show goes on. And nobody else was lost on offense, right? That's pretty much it. Running back, some injuries, tit-for-tat injuries on the line, but no season-ending stuff. Now we flip over to the defensive side of the ball where everybody's so worried about where the injuries hurt you, okay? people are saying, oh, they're playing with practice squad guys. They're pulling guys up. Now they're not really doing that. You have your 2 starting safeties, your free safety, your strong safety, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, healthy, right? Defensive line, obviously you lost Aiden Hutchinson. Now you replaced him with Z. So it's not like you just pulled some dude off the street to replace him, right? Aleem McNeil goes down. Well, you have Anzarike kind of step up and play. So you're not falling as far off as people made it out to be. And now you look at the defensive backfield, right? Cornerback, you lose Carlton Davis. Big loss. But Amika stepped up. Terrion Arnold has stepped up. Those players have improved to cover that loss. Not saying it's not still a little step down. I'm just saying it's not as big as a gap as people make it out to be. Linebacker, well, now you're healthy again. You have Jack Campbell and Alex Anzalone. So you're in a good spot at the linebacker position, right? So when you really break down all these injuries, yes, they suffered them. Yes, it hurt the team. But at the same time, they haven't lost a ton because they've replaced the biggest pieces that they've lost, and they've had other players become better in their absence. So that's why I don't freak out about these injuries anymore. I look up and down the roster, and I don't see where the massive fall off has happened.
No, and stick to, like, the Montgomery thing. No one has said a word about this, so you'll probably hear this on the flagship station later on today. Yep. No one has said a word about this. Anybody going to give the Craig Reynolds appreciation? Anybody going to do that?
Yeah,
because he played the role. Like, he played the role. Is he David Montgomery? No, he is not.
No.
However, did he play David Montgomery's part while David Montgomery was gone? Immaculately.
Yeah.
I mean, he was spot on. Tough runs.
Yep.
Blocking was phenomenal. A couple of those big plays that happened Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
You know who got the chip block? Craig. Like, and Craig is incredible because he comes in and out of our lives. Like, typically 1 to 2 times a season. Like, remember the Tampa Bay game last year?
Yep.
And he was huge, had that huge block and everything. And we're like, Craig, and everyone, Netflix and all that stuff. And then he goes back to, his role or whatever as the backup, and we don't think about Craig again. And then he comes back in the biggest game, the biggest regular season game that we've seen as Lions fans. The biggest regular season game that we've seen, and he was immaculate. He was immaculate in the blocking game.
Yep.
And I just publicly, I want to give Craig Reynolds his due, his flowers, because goddamn it, every single time that Craig has come into this game, it's always been in a position of need to, and he's delivered every single time. And that's why this franchise is good. And you just listed off the examples of it. Was there some huge fall off?
No.
We're conditioned to think there is, right?
Right.
We're conditioned to think there is, but there hasn't been. And look, is Zadarius Smith Hutch?
No.
No. Has he been representative?
He's the guy that's now taken on your double teams. So that he's the best replacement you could get for Hutchinson. I saw someone in the chat say he was Davenport's replacement. No, he wasn't. Because guess what? They went and pursued him after Hutch's injury. They weren't pursuing him before Hutchinson's injury. So they weren't trying to replace Davenport. They needed to replace Hutchinson. You can't replace an Aiden Hutchinson, but you can do your best to fill the role. And an 80%, I'd say you're getting 75% of what you'd get with a healthy Aiden Hutchinson. But that's better than some practice squad dude off the track where everybody's thinking he can't perform. And even when O'Connor gets in there and those guys get in there, they produce Mohammed. Mohammed's producing. So for everybody who thinks it's this massive fall off, it's not. And that's a credit to the coaching staff. Every player is ready, even if you're calling on the 4th guy on the depth chart.
Well,
I would say maybe 50%.
yeah, 75 is aggressive, but whatever. You're getting in the weeds with that.
You don't think Z's 75% of Hutch? What do you put him at?
50% maybe.
50%?
Yeah,
it's
Aiden
about
Hutchinson
50.
would have had 24 sacks.
It's going to be a
this year if he
sacks
would've played.
equivalent thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look, like, I'm not, I don't want to take the time.
And not just sacks. Like, Aiden Hutchinson is also one of the best run defenders from the edge in the NFL. He's the most complete edge player in the NFL. Like, Aiden Hutchinson would have been Defensive Player of the Year by a long shot.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, 'cause
that's why you can't replace him.
Yeah.
But what you can do is find a guy that's the best option available that you're not overpaying for.
Well, that's
No,
because
I love Z and what he does. It's just Aiden Hutchinson is a different animal.
No doubt. And in the super chat, by the way, we're a third of the way to the super chat goal. He's a Michigan man.
He is a Michigan
Why
man.
would he not be?
He's my
Okay.
Aiden Hutchinson is my favorite Michigan player of all time.
Wheezy D313 in the chat. Whenever someone doesn't perform, quote, he's getting doubled. Or you can actually watch football and understand that Zadarius Smith came from playing opposite Myles Garrett. That's why he had better stats there. He wasn't the guy getting doubled. Now he's our premier edge rusher. Whether you like to believe it or not, that is what the OC is scheming for. They're scheming for Z.
Woodward Sports Super Chat. Great Lakes 24. Need to try a Norland whiskey glass. It will change how you taste any whiskey or even scotch.
A what?
Norland.
A Norland?
Yep, whiskey glass. That's what he said.
N-O...
And look, I knew everyone was going to get in the weeds about the percentage of it. And look, it's it's a philosophical number.
Right.
All right,
You traded for him; he's been a positive.
Bingo.
And directly responsible for at least one Lions win. The Chicago
there's just
Bears
been
game.
example after example after example of that as well. And I like what you said too about Levi Onwuzurike. Is he a Lee McNeil? Certainly not. But I think that we understand now the Onwuzurike thing, right? The sex appeal of Onwuzurike. I know people are giving me grief on social media yesterday because I said Cade's games are providing the sex appeal now that the all-star voters like, that they want to see. And they took it a different way. But that's what they do. But anyway, I don't care. The moral of the story is it's just when somebody goes down, somebody steps in and performs. And we can't wrap our head around that because we hadn't had a second-round pick in 20 years that put numbers in the box score.
We didn't have second-round picks that were on the team 3 years later.
Which coincides with them not putting numbers in the box score.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just we are still new money in that respect. We just are.
And I hate saying we're the Patriots because obviously the Patriots have their Super Bowls. They're done. Like, that franchise did what they did, and we're not even at that level. But remember when the Patriots were doing this, a guy would go down and you'd be like, who the hell is this guy that's all of a sudden playing at an all-star level? Never even heard of him. And that's what it is. It's the system. It's the belief. It's the dog in the fight. It's the fact that these guys know all I have to do is what I'm responsible for. I don't have to do every other job on the field. So they're finding the specialists that can cover these things. And the coaching staff is coaching to their talent, and that's what makes coaches great. They used to say it about Bear Bryant. He would take his team and beat you with it, then he could take your team and beat his team with it. That's the mark of a good coach.
Robert Sloppy Toppenheimer. K gets me bricked up. I'm not afraid to say it. That's not where I was going with that. All right, guys?
Name, by the way.
It's not. Big Con 51, are they going to have to move this Rams-Vikings game? I don't know. For those that haven't seen
Monday?
it, the wildfires that are going on out there are out of control right now. But it's bad even for them. You know how they just had wildfires before? This one is they got 100-mile-an-hour winds out there. It's pretty wild. I will say this. If you don't want to see the Lions in the late Sunday game, then you should root for either Green Bay or Washington because they're not going to make them play on 5 days rest.
Give me Green Bay. Give me Green Bay.
Me too.
I would love Green Bay.
Just keep stomping the mud hole in them. Second best, everybody. I keep telling you about it because I keep going there all the time. Look, I'm always there for the Woodward Sports pregame show. I'm going to the Wings game next week. I'll be pulling up on second best, 42 Watson Street, by the way. And they got tons of Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey. I've been known to dabble in that also. But if you got a Wings game, Pistons game, if you're going to Fox Theatre, if you're going there as well, you can roll on up to second best. Concerts, all of it. It's the premier pregame spot in Detroit. 42 Watson Street, couple blocks away from LCA. It's a prime location, too. You can use I shouldn't say this too loud. You can catch a pretty decent parking spot there, by the way, for free.
Thanks for giving it away.
And then kind of meander over to wherever you got to meander to.
And if you want to impress a date, head across the street to Grey Ghost.
Grey Ghost, part of that family.
Burger in the city.
Yeah.
Low key, I think I'm going to go to Grey Ghost and then go get drinks at Second Best when I go to the Wing Sharks.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, I've never been, so I'm going.
Get the cheeseburger.
If it's anything like Second Best, it's going to slap. Second Best, come get some.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Neil Rule here for New Holland Brewing Company, local Michigan company over there on the west side of the state, and they are the creators of Taller, my favorite drink in the world. The Dutch outside of bourbon, of course. But if I'm not having bourbon, it's not socially acceptable to just rip off 117 proof bourbon all the time. But if I want to be casual, I'll drink a Taller, everybody. They take the New Holland Brewing small batch gin. They mix that with the grapefruit puree, and they create magic in those Argyle cans. If you haven't tried it yet, a lot of you have, and you agree with me, then go to Total Wine. Then go to Meijer. Go wherever you got to go to try Taller. It will change your life. I'm telling you guys, man. It's elite. I can't wait for the golf season. I just got turned on in the fall to it. I can't wait for golf season next year. Hey, look, golf courses out there. You better have Taller, because if you don't, I will. Was that a threat? That would seem threatening.
Yeah, it's a
That is a
little bit
threat.
of a threat.
But is it, though? Like,
It's a promise.
thank you.
That's
See,
the
threats
difference.
like threats like I'm going to blow your building up stuff.
Well,
like a promise
there
is.
goes the YouTube stream.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But you told them what you gonna do if they don't get it. So
Right.
Technically, it's a threat.
It's not a threat, though. Like,
It's not a bomb threat
all right,
or anything.
golf
but it's
course,
a threat.
let's make a deal. If you have it, I'm happy to buy it.
But if you don't,
But if you don't, I'm
bringing a
going to drink it.
six-pack. So
If you leave, I'll be
I'll talk again.
I'll be talking again. So that's it. All right. AC, no, that was all tone for the golf courses.
Yeah.
Thomas Perry, that's illegal, Neil. No, I understand that. It's a risk I'm willing to take for Taller. It's that good. Guys, the bottom line is it's that good, all right? Back at it. Neil Rule, stick, hour number 2. Stick in for DMAC. We have KG. We have Spencer Raxter. Thomas Perry, can't bring your own alcohol to a golf course. Sorry. Thomas Perry, go play the dream and the nightmare. They encourage it.
Or how about just be a normal golfer and put it in your bag like everybody else?
Right.
Well,
You know how many
everyone
people
doesn't
sneak drinks in. Like,
you,
come on now.
you buy 3 from the golf cart girl just to cover up the 15 you brought with
Right.
you.
Like,
come on, man. Are we rookies at this?
it's not hard.
Hey, that's stick. Like, that's what you do. You buy a couple from the golf cart girl. You tip her $20.
Yep.
She doesn't care
She's
anymore.
happy.
You're happy.
And now-
everybody's happy.
And now I got my pint of Jack in my bag and we're rolling.
Absolutely. Just
Like-
in case things go south, you know.
Yeah, no, and that's it. Like, it's by hole 3, I need to decide what type of round I'm going to have. Is it going to be Stick gets really drunk and has fun round, or is it going to be I'm going to take this serious and try to put up numbers round?
That's dictated by the
Hole
outcome.
3. By hole 3.
Yes.
And that's why I never approach the cart girl. Come see me after hole 3.
And
We'll
after
tell
hole
you
three-
what kind of game it's going to be
After
today.
hole 3, it's a hole-by-hole basis. At any moment, you can pull the ripcord.
Oh, yeah. No. You pull an 8 on 5. Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Yeah,
We
no.
got to go out again this summer, man. Me, you, and Spenny and D-Mac, that was a hell of a round.
That was fun. I played like shit.
I didn't play well
I'm
either.
like not that good at golf, but I'm a lot better than I was
That day?
that day.
Yeah, I didn't play well either. I got it
I
cooking
played
now.
average for me.
Yeah.
Which is not
I couldn't
bad.
get out of the box. I mean, my irons were good, but I just couldn't get out of the box.
Which makes your irons not good by
Yeah.
default. Like that it goes. No, but it is. Hour number 2. We're doing it here. Jump into that Woodward Sports chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Pushing 77,000 YouTube subscribers.
Stick gets really drunk, a.k.a. the usual. I see my reputation has proceeded.
He's available for your golf outings, everybody.
Oh, dude, I'm the best at golf outings. I'm
Yeah.
the vibes guy. Guy. And if you want, I'll
And
get
you
you
can
off the
pipe and
tee a few
drive.
times.
Yeah.
I can drive.
There you go. That's pretty much you in a nutshell right there. Talking some Detroit Lions, just, kind of the whole playoff vibe. We got the top fives, right? Do we have them?
The top 5. Yep, we got them all.
When's that coming up?
We got them all?
All are in.
Are we doing them now?
We'll do them at 12:10.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll do them at 12:10. So keep us on it. Keep us honest on the clock, Spenny.
Top 5 Pop-Tarts.
Real quick then, Spenny, let me do this. Top 5 Pop-Tarts in honor of the Pop-Tarts Bowl, by
Shout
the
out.
way. Which, we have some photos of the Pop-Tarts Bowl for you as well. Spenny asked this question, and I know we're going to take a 6-minute break from the Lions. Can we do that, people? Are we capable?
That's too long.
Do you think we are, Stick, or no?
As long as we're talking midget wrestling, yeah.
Midget Wrestling, 313.
Heavyweights live from A Social for Tiny Mania.
I'm
Got
mad
the
y'all
graphic?
got that.
You
I
didn't
ain't
see the
gonna lie.
graphic, have you, Neil?
I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
come on.
You haven't seen the graphic, have you, Neil?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm hating. I'm mad y'all got that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Coming up on the
Shout out to
21st,
heavies,
Tuesday
though.
the 21st.
Okay.
Midget Wrestling
Set
at
it up
Hayes
proper.
Social.
Set it up properly. The heavyweights will broadcast live from Hayes Social.
Yep, for midget wrestling. The little guys are going to come. We're setting up a mini
Little
ring inside
people.
Hayes Social.
Little
Look
people.
at this. The Little Mania
Tiny
Midget
Mania.
Wrestling All-Stars.
For tickets,
Tuesday.
go to littlemaniawrestling.com or scan that QR code on the screen.
Yeah, hit that
Just-
QR
no,
code right
hold
now.
on.
No, Tiny Tina will not be in attendance.
The
Look at that
shortest
lion
fight
guy.
of them all.
Look at the lion guy on the right. Or is
Dude,
he-
D-Mac says he knows some of these people, and he's like, I'm more scared of these guys than any people on the planet.
Oh, for
It
sure.
does not say, quote, the shortest fight of them all, unquote, up there.
The shortest fight of them all.
I just can't
promote,
wait to
Neil.
see one of these little guys fly off the top rope.
Neil, you got to promote.
I'm so excited, dude. I've been to a couple live wrestling matches with D-Mac.
You
and they're
had one in your
always
car
fun.
one time.
Always fun. Yes. Yeah.
That's
I
a
did.
fact.
I did. We were in the car. All right. She hopped out of her car and
Oh,
waddled
that's
up to the
right.
door.
Did
We were-
both feet strike the ground
both
simultaneously?
feet hit the ground at the same time? Yeah. She quite literally hopped out of her car. She was a nice lady. Don't remember her name.
It was like a butt scoot out of the side,
Yeah.
right? Like, did
Like,
she
you
hung the feet over
She
first?
swung. Yeah, swung. It was a
Or was
swing
there
and
one
hop.
down and then she brought the
No,
right
it
over?
was both simultaneous. It was a swing and hop. Like you swing the legs over and then hop out.
Okay, that's agility.
Yeah. Oh, she was very agile.
I bet she would.
Rack in the chat, quote, son of a bitch, I'll be out of town.
I know, right? I'm over here hating for real. Like, that's made for me at JB. It is. But shout out to Heavies, man. They doing their thing.
And you guys won't be there, right?
Well, probably not. Probably not. But it's all good. I'll catch the next one.
Oh, it'll happen.
Midget
yeah.
Mania
We got
3.
another
Yeah,
$20
Dante
super chat.
Dante 151. I love how he's doing this low key. Can we appreciate Josh Pascal as well? He's been a dog for the Lions, and I want Washington because this Lions team can blow the Commanders out like the Commanders did back in the '99 playoffs.
Yeah,
if
we
anyone
would
remembers,
dismantle the Commanders.
Yeah.
they
not ready yet.
The truth, revenge. How long is revenge?
Shout out Josh Pascal.
It never stops.
And
Neil.
shout out Dante 151.
Yeah, Dante, he got you guys to the halfway mark, by the way.
Yep.
I know what Dante's doing right here, and nobody else sees it. I do,
Dante, you might have to put the team on your back. You might have to do it,
He's
bro.
calling for the rock right now.
Right,
There's
ISO.
under 2 minutes to go. It's a tie game, and Dante wants the ISO. I understand it.
And don't forget, we need one less than what the order is because
Yes.
that dude dropped the 50 ball.
You're halfway
So
home.
when they get to 14 is the goal.
Mike O, is it true, Neil, you can fit 14 dwarfs in your EV?
Whoa.
Probably.
I don't know the conversion rate, but 5 regular-sized adults.
Biggie used to say 2 in the back or 4 in the back, 2 if you're fat. So
There it is.
that's the math if you're thinking about regular sized people. I don't know how that applies
So that's
to
8
midgets.
in the back,
So you got to cut that in half.
4 if you're fat.
4 if you're fat. Yeah.
4 if you're 4 fat midgets.
They're
fair.
not midgets, little people.
I'm pretty sure it says midget on there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says midget wrestling.
It says midget wrestling all stars.
But that's only for promotion. They are little people. So, ladies.
I don't know your guys'
Mama
rules,
said-
so-
I
Also,
just-
yeah, I don't know what. Like I don't know. I don't know what's. I don't want to make anybody angry or offended because I appreciate it. I've made love. I've loved.
I made love.
So, it's. I'm.
You did not make love to that girl.
I did
All right,
not make
Spenny, we
love.
got all right. You brought it up. We got about 90 seconds left.
Yeah.
Can you take us through the events of that evening
I can't.
in whatever detail you
I
want?
truly can't. It was a devil's threesome, as you know.
You had the Barry White playing in the background?
Yes. It was a devil's threesome because my roommate would occasionally hit me up and be like, yo, we got some action, come down here. And there'd be, normally a girl or two, and we'd entertain each other. And I'd take the one, he'd take the other one. And this time it was just the one smaller girl.
Hey, sometimes you got to make it happen, dude.
And we made it happen.
Look at Neil's
He
face.
gave me a pep talk because, she was, busting it open on the bed. I was like, dude, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can actually,
Neil, you only live once, Spenny.
Yeah, he put his hands on my shoulder. She was like, "You got this." And
he had a hype man.
We took care of business. Yeah.
We took care of business. Sometimes it ain't the move you want. Sometimes it's the move you gotta have.
I'm telling you, East Lansing is a different world, man.
Yeah, no,
East Lansing is a different world. It was some of the greatest years of my life, some of the worst years of my life at the same time.
Where does she rank in your top 10? Or did she make the top 10?
She doesn't make the top 10.
Okay.
Experience-wise, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list thing. Like I said, I got a bucket list of like midget crossed off.
Yep.
7-month pregnant woman. That's up there.
Yep.
Or like
with your baby or just any baby?
Just any baby.
Okay.
At least 6-month pregnant woman. That's
Did you get your grandma yet?
70-plus-year-old woman. No, that's not up there. I got a bucket list.
Where do we go from here, Neil?
Look at Neil is amazed. He's amazed right now.
The one that popped me, obviously Spenny's story's electric. The goated comment in the history of the Woodward Sports Chat, Phil, quote, "I hear they make up for size," unquote.
They're very compact. It's like a Mini Cooper. They're thick.
They got that BMI.
Shit grips.
If
It was a good time.
Grips?
It grips.
Hey, last Barto in the chat, gritty.
Yeah.
That was a gritty performance.
It was a gritty performance.
It was a grippy performance.
You knew Mike G would make an appearance.
Right.
Spenny, did you make Tiny Tina some tiny flapjacks in the morning?
No, I did not. I went upstairs and went to sleep, and when I woke up the next morning, she was
There were
gone.
there was no trace.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll tell you. Great. He used to throw me alley-oops all the time. Hey, come down. We got a couple. I'm like, all right, bet. Go down there. We wine and dine in 69, and I wake up and they're gone in the morning. I'm like, all right.
Louis the Fourth. I wouldn't call that, quote, making love.
No, that's not
It
making
was
love
not
at all.
making love. No.
You weren't there,
I
Louis.
made
You don't know
love.
the passion.
I made love to the sweet woman. You had
Dos
Luther Vandross.
I
Burrito.
don't think I kissed her once, so that's not making love.
Dos Burrito. I'm going to go puke in a bucket.
No, this is inspiring, man. Spenny, you are an inspiration.
It was. I mean, like I said,
You guys.
Spenny is an inspiration.
it's bucket list shit, man. Had to do it.
And somebody that's gotten in the weeds, I understand Spenny's plight. Sometimes you got to get the weeds.
Everyone in the chat, right? Ja'Cory Cook. Honesty's trickling in. Ja'Cory Cook. I've seen a couple bad ones on Instagram.
There are hot midgets. There are
Bridget the midget's
Just
gonna
because
be
they
on that
small
page
don't
soon.
mean they ugly, man.
She was not one of the super hot thick ones. I mean, she was thick. They're all thick. They kind of got
right.
me.
By default.
There is a line, everybody. Cody Engel, I will not ask about, quote, the Willy Wonka song. We're not going to go there. We're not going to do that. All right, mercifully, we've reached the break. Thank God. When we come back, we're going to recalibrate with top five. Top five. Please, Spenny, just do a commercial. Do something.
This is nice. Eric Wall says, "Get on with it."
Yeah, right.
Shout out another super chat there from Eric Wall.
Oh boy, they're over the halfway mark.
$20 to end the conversation.
Keep 'em coming.
Is that the new strategy we're gonna use?
Keep them coming.
Oh shit! Owen Mullen with another super chat. Let's go. Says what? We'll get to that after.
Yeah, we'll talk sports later. We're
Yeah.
talking midgets.
Yeah, and
Thank you. Hey, super chat. I'll gladly talk what I like about Michigan football. Gladly.
if
Fitz
you-
Chrysler 313.
If
All
you
right.
found out that maybe the basement of your house was used for Spenny's midget debauchery and you wanna
Nefarious
move,
activities?
yeah, then you just hit up Mark White. When you're looking to buy or sell your home, Mark White should be your first choice. He can save you up to $5,000 your closing costs. Visit markwhitesells.com or call him at 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com. He will get you into your dream home.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Can't get enough Lions coverage? Make sure you catch all Woodward sports shows every game day. Wake up with Woodward and Maine, giving you the latest insight into the Lions locker room and press conferences. Then join the Lions pregame show, highlighting key matchups, injuries, and what to watch for during the game. Follow all the ups and downs of the live game action with our Woodward Watch Party live on YouTube and woodwardsports.com. After the game, check out the instant fan and host reactions with the Lions postgame show. Every game, it's wall-to-wall, kneecap-biting, high-fiving, chest-pumping Lions coverage.
Hell yeah.
Only at Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports. Let's go.
Neil Rule here for FeldmanAuto.com. There's 18 Feldman Automotive dealerships in and around the Metro Detroit area. They are rooted in the Detroit community. They've been around since 1996, pretty much since Boyz II Men was singing Motown Philly. That's been Feldman Chef. That's been FeldmanAuto.com in the Detroit community. They do great work, by the way, with the Children's Miracle Network Hospital. Again, they help the community as well. I haven't even talked about the car buying experience, which I have experienced at Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, Michigan's #1 Chevrolet dealer, the nation's #1 EV dealer. What if you want a Ford? What if you want a Kia? It makes no difference. Go to Feldman. All you have to do is want a car. Then you go to FeldmanAuto.com. You'll find the car. You'll find the Feldman dealership. I got my keys. From the time I said, yeah, let's run it, I had the keys in an hour and a half. That's 90 minutes, everyone. So, again, everything you want in a car dealership, man, that's FeldmanAuto.com.
All right, I say we do this super chat as the rest of this topic since we went a little over the last segment. Then at 12:24 we do top 5.
Okay.
So Owen Mullen in the Woodward Sports chat.
This is great, by the way.
What Super Bowl winning scenario would you guys like more? Aiden Hutchinson strip sacks Mahomes on the final drive, a Kirby pick 6 to win the game, or a Goff game-winning drive with a last-second touchdown pass to J-Mo or St. Brown? Do we even got to ask this?
When I read it, when I read it, and you don't have to ask me either. When I read it, Goff to J-Mo,
Yes.
to win the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I wouldn't sleep for 3 days. I would be on Woodward for 3 days straight.
Middle finger to all the J-Mo haters right there.
Oh my God.
Mine's pretty obvious too.
It's Hutch, yeah.
It's not Hutch.
Oh, really?
It's my dog Kirby.
Kirby.
Kirby
Hey,
pick
you
6.
you foresaw.
With the disrespect he's been getting,
Yeah.
just again, the NFLPA, the Players Association All-Pro vote, he wasn't an All-Pro. The Lions only had one All-Pro in that vote, by the way. So, players, I know you guys are jealous because the Lions are whooping your ass, but have some integrity. Kirby Joseph pick 6 to win the Super Bowl would be a wet dream of mine.
It would be. I would think of you instantly, too, by the way. Stick, which one do you choose?
Jared Goff.
You know that. Come on now.
Jared Goff. No, just think about it, man. The guy that's helped engineer the comeback, been Mr. Steady. 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down by 5. You know who's going to get it done. Jared Goff runs a consistent offense all the way down. And I don't care who he throws it to. Hell, I'd love him to throw it to Panay Sewell. Just some random stuff like that. But no, I want to see Jared get his flowers, puts the bed the rest of him and Matthew Stafford, especially if he can pull off that Super Bowl MVP. The chance will now be justified. Jared Goff, man.
Now-
Jared Goff. But let me preface this. I don't care how it gets done.
No,
I
for
don't
sure.
give a damn if the ghost of Malcolm Rodriguez jumps on the field and makes a play. I don't care. Just get me the Super Bowl,
win the game.
and my goodness, banners fly forever.
Now, if Hutch gets the strip sack to seal the Super Bowl, does that make him the best Michigan athlete of all time?
No.
Woodson.
Tom Brady.
I mean, but come on, we talking like Super Bowl,
Woodson
his
is
legacy at Michigan.
I mean, and
He
Desmond
got in
Howard
that
has
Super-
a Super Bowl MVP.
5 more orange super chats, and I'll discuss that.
Desmond Howard has a Super Bowl MVP.
Tom Brady has 7
Yeah, Tom
Super
Brady
Bowls.
has 6 Super Bowls. What are you doing, Cage?
I'm just asking. I can ask the question.
You can ask a question, but think before
Oh, you mean like Michigan, like
Yes.
the state of Michigan?
Yes.
Not okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the state
that
of Michigan.
makes more sense. Okay.
I thought you were talking
you
No,
meant
not the
University.
best Michigan athlete,
Yeah,
like Michigan Wolverine. No. I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
in terms
then
of
all right.
Okay.
the best
I-
athlete
then
from
I
this state of
apologize.
all time.
Well, I'm
right.
not going to sit here and tolerate the Tom Harmon disrespect.
I mean, Clarissa
Heisman
Shields,
winner.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd don't rep Michigan though. He don't really rep.
We got to get Clarissa on the show. I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
Joy
I
can
love
get
her.
her on. Joy can her tight.
Yeah.
I've actually kind of formed a little relationship with their media camp.
Okay.
So they reach out to me. They're like,
shout out.
you know, so we got to do that. We'll get Clarissa on the show
love
for sure.
her, man.
Got to give her flowers, man.
Yeah.
Like for real. But yeah,
It's the LeBron James story, just the Michigan version. though.
Yeah, it's true.
correct.
That's all I'm saying.
That
That
is
would
true.
technically make him the best Michigan athlete ever.
That I would probably say yeah.
Yeah, see, someone put Derek Jeter, and like I think you're talking about like went to Dearborn Divine Child,
Exactly.
went to University
Stayed
of
in
Michigan,
Michigan,
like
yeah.
never left the state
Yeah.
athlete. It's got to be up there. I mean,
Mike
Kirk
G says
Gibson's,
Joe Louis.
Kirk Gibson's one of them,
Kirk Gibson is one of them for sure.
Yeah.
Spartan Dog, shout out.
and Tiger, and
Yeah.
you know, like
Won the World Series.
yeah,
Yeah, but the highest high of his came with the Dodgers.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know, Sparky yelling at him. That was good.
yeah, but if you went across the nation, you
Yeah.
said Kirk Gibson.
I agree.
Right.
They would say, oh, yeah.
Jim Abbott, that was a good one. He was a hell of a ball player.
But, God.
Braylon
When
Edwards.
Dylan Larkin hoisted that Stanley Cup.
I mean, yeah,
That-
Braylon,
that is
though.
true.
I mean, Braylon's got to be
Braylon-
in the conversation,
yeah.
right? You
Yeah,
know?
no, absolutely he does.
Went to Gallagher, went to King,
But if
went
you
to
win a Super Bowl
Michigan,
for the Lions,
but he didn't play for the
yeah.
Lions.
Yeah, and nor he played for the Lions.
Yeah.
But, Owen, to answer your question, it's got to be a golf game when that would be
It's total
impeccable.
redemption. It's just total redemption.
100%.
circle,
That would
yeah.
be, and that would be Detroit
On fourth down.
Like Jared Goff was discarded and thrown in the trash.
Yep.
Literally was thrown in the trash. That's what the Rams gave us a first round pick to take him. Never forget this, by the way. And no one talks about it. The Rams literally gave us a first round pick to take him.
Yeah.
Here's Goff. Here's a first round pick. Take him.
Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. Take him with Goff.
Like that.
They didn't know that though.
Make no mistake, that's what happened with Jared Goff. That is part of it with me too. And look, sometimes I think, and I know that all of you do at some point, sometimes I think we are a little thin-skinned in Detroit sometimes. Like we let some things bother us. I don't think we should. But this is as Detroit as it gets. Like for real. For real. If Jared Goff did that, engineered the drive, and then connected with J-Mo. Now, I know a lot of you out there wouldn't like that part of it.
They'll learn to love it. Trust me. They'll be at the parade with their J-Mo jerseys. I promise
100% you guys will, but the real ones will know. And I would love it to be J-Mo too.
Oh, that'd be
because he still slept on. He still slept on.
I don't want the deep shot either. I want the across the field, where you got to engineer it, turn the corner,
Or how
and
about
then just.
to Amon-Ra St. Brown and they run the hook and lateral to J-Mo
Oh.
like they did in the San Francisco game?
Yeah, and he gets the edge and just
just give it all to me. Let them all play.
Yes.
Guys.
God, I can't believe we're talking about this and it could happen.
It could happen.
No, but stick this, and this is going to happen. Guys, this is going to happen. This is going to happen this week, next week. When they win that playoff game, it'll get more real. And Spenny, if they win that NFC Championship game, can you imagine?
No.
They 3 wins away. We got to put that in. 3 more victories, and the job is complete.
I know.
It's crazy.
2 games at Ford Field.
1 month and 1 day from today.
Guys,
1 month and 4 weeks, guys. 4 weeks. 4
Oh,
weeks.
man.
I know, right? It's getting real.
It's going to be here before you know it. Just like these 18 weeks went by fast. Imagine how fast 4 weeks are going to go.
And I do have to shout out the Lions in that respect because I found this out last year, and I like it because January blows here. Step outside and tell me it doesn't. Like today's one of the nicer days because the wind's not blowing, and it still sucks outside.
Yep. Yeah, Terry Arnold's learning.
Yeah.
He's learning. His videos
That
are
poor
so
guy.
great.
Terry Arnold is me. But like, do you realize how fast January goes by with the Lions in the playoffs? And imagine if they get you to February in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then, like, think about it
Then
this
you're
way.
2 months away from the draft.
Stick. If they go to the Super Bowl, you are a week away from pitchers and catchers reporting for spring training.
Yep.
Hopefully they have Alex Bregman by then.
Let's hope.
Before we
not
go to
looking
break, we got to go to break so we can get here on topic. Cannon's reloaded in the Woodward Sports chat said, Neil, Goff to St. Brown, hook and ladder to J-Mo touchdown.
No,
Like,
elite.
Agreed.
That's the best of all worlds.
And it's only a play that J-Mo would make, even though people here wouldn't give him credit for it.
Yeah.
Like
they take the wrong angle.
They take the wrong angle, and it's a wrap.
Yep. Their safety thinks they can catch J-Mo.
You can't.
I don't even know how I'm gonna act.
Nasty T says,
I'm gonna cry, bro.
why is Sam gone? Why has
Flannel
Sam
Sam
been gone since when? Oh, yeah. He's on vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just happened to line up with J-Mo getting 1,000.
Yeah.
Shout out Flannel
Weird.
Sam.
You're right.
He sent a text and it said holiday, and then we haven't seen him since.
Nah, he'll be back in 2 weeks.
No, he will. And we taking them to John U, man. We're gonna get them together.
Jars, everybody, jars.
Tell us
I may get
Jars.
involved with jars that day. I may. Who knows?
I'll have it ready
I'm
for you,
involved
don't
with
worry.
jars that day and every day.
Every day.
Actually, it's what I asked for Christmas this year. Just some weed. That's all I needed, and Corey delivered. And you know where she went? She went to Jars and got that top shelf quality and unmatched variety priced for you, the people. Go to shopjars.com or follow them on all their social media at jars_life. Re-up with Jars.
Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer, is kicking off the game with the best prices on all cars, trucks, and SUVs, like this 2024 Silverado for just $296 a month, or this 2025 Equinox for as low as $371 a month. Our locations in Novi, Highland, New Hudson, Livonia, and Lansing means we have the perfect Chevy right in your backyard. Get the home team advantage every day at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
You know how many midgets you can fit in the trunk of a left Stanford
Jesus
vehicle?
Christ.
Whoa.
What? That's what's on the copy points.
Little people. How many little people can you fit in the Let's Stanford?
That's right now we're slashing prices in half.
We got an email. Les Stanford. New read. New copy.
They heard the earlier segment and they want you to know 12 midgets inside that Equinox EV. And you don't have to pay for gas. Just $169 a month. Or if you want to get into that Blazer, they can hook it up for $149 a month. Scan that QR code above my head and get your midget mobile.
What is this show turned into? This used to be
That's
a
how you do
prominent
an
show on the
organic
network.
live read, folks.
That
I
is
can't
organic.
decide if this is the worst show ever or the best show ever. Like, it's literally neck and neck.
It's
The
like
latter.
a tame. It's like a super tame heavyweights.
Super tame.
Can we put that on the chat? Is this the best BDE ever or the worst BDE ever? I'm curious to see what the people, because we have people
are
say,
laughing, pissed off, smiling. Like if
copacetic sushi said that's enough, I'm out.
Yep, but
which
you're
didn't break
feeling
my heart.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, why is he so soft?
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
could get the hell
Oh,
out.
dude, all that guy does is bitch. It's like Lorena. Him and Lorena are like
I
the
haven't
two.
seen Lorena in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You scared her off, Spinny. Good job.
I mean,
it's about time.
she's probably in the Diddy suit.
You probably in the
I just voted best show ever, by the way.
Did you?
I'm stacking the deck.
I mean,
I don't know.
Bourbon
Anyway,
Wednesday was a bad idea.
But now
On
we
the
got our
contrary.
top 5 list.
Motown Cool, great.
absolutely. All right, guys.
Yeah,
all right.
let's get into it.
top 5 Wednesday, everybody. Top 5 Pop-Tarts in honor of the Pop-Tarts Bowl, which they should make the national championship game. Red Wings, yes,
here's
people.
the,
We're gonna do Red Wings in a minute. By the way, that's the Pop-Tarts Bowl trophy.
That's a nice trophy.
You can
It's
literally
a nice
warm
trophy,
up Pop-Tarts
and it's
in
a
it.
working toaster.
Yes.
I love it.
It's
I
a
love it.
working toaster.
And I grabbed
everybody.
another cursed picture.
The
from
European
the
mind
Pop-Tarts
cannot
Bowl.
comprehend. They just don't get it.
It's just a cursed picture of them eating the mascot after the Pop.
Yeah, it is. It was a giant.
I told
Pop-Tart.
Terry, I was like, Terry, you got to pull some strings and get me into the Pop-Tarts Bowl next year. He said he's going to do it, so
I feel like we should do a show from the Pop-Tarts
that
Bowl.
would be awesome. Where it's in Arizona, right? Or
Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Orlando.
Oh, that's your.
Well, let's send this segment to them and let's get it underway. Let's do it.
All right, yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, everybody. Hey, Spenny, why is it a top 5 list?
Because it's half as boring as a top 10 list.
There you go. Top 5 Pop-Tarts in honor of the Pop-Tart Bowl, the greatest sporting event in Americana. Let's get into it. Spenny, you bat lead off. your top 5 Pop-Tarts.
All right, my top 5 Pop-Tarts. And I got
Spenny, is that you?
That's the motion I'm on this
Right.
winter.
He
all
on
right?
future time.
That's my winter arc because I found out my gym girlfriend, who I've never talked to in my life, already has a boyfriend.
Semantics.
So,
F that bitch.
What's your man got to do with me?
I'm on future of my winter arc. All right, and then at the bottom, I put a little caveat that obviously all are frosted because
Thank
I'm
you.
not a psychopath.
Spenny, that is a caveat
Yes.
to all of this list. Terry Foster is not here, so they're all frosted.
They're obviously all frosted. At number 5, I got cookies and cream.
Slept on.
The cookies and cream Pop-Tarts with a glass of milk, really good, but you can't eat, like, they're super sweet. It's like, I know it's Pop-Tart, they're all, but these are extremely sweet. But those are good. Those are the only Pop-Tarts I'll eat the crust of, are the cookies and cream ones.
Really?
Yeah. And then at number 4, I got the cherry. Frosted cherry. It's
Mm-hmm.
delicious, good stuff. 3, wild berry. I think it's a very slept on Pop-Tart. They
forgot
come
about wild
in a different packaging.
Yeah, you don't
as
hear
well.
about wild berry.
No,
Yeah, I
wild
forgot
berry
about
is elite. Number 2, cinnamon brown sugar. Like, come on. It's one of the
What are we
goats.
talking about
Slept on. Smells the best right out of the toaster. And the number 1 is the s'mores. The s'mores Pop-Tarts, those are my favorite. I get down a whole box of those things. Like, I love the s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Solid.
No, it's rock solid.
Yeah,
it's what we
solid list.
expect from Spenny. R.I.P. by the way to your future girlfriend / wife and the
love
gym
of
that
my
you've never
life
talked to.
That I've never talked to.
There
She
you
was
go.
a hoe anyway.
She
fine.
could be my hoe.
Was she tall enough?
She was tall enough, yeah.
Well, then that just that you're
Yeah.
out. All right, KG,
I was
top
about to say,
5.
What's tall enough for Spitty?
Top 5 Pop-Tarts list, KG.
All right, man. Mine's is pretty basic, I feel like.
Oh,
Shout out to me
boys.
and Neil on the table. That was the first time I got on the table with you, big dog.
Oh, okay.
All right. At number 5, strawberry milkshake. This is a very slept on flavor in terms of the Pop-Tarts. Like, it is very, very good. At number 4, brown sugar and cinnamon. I mean, it's a staple. This is where the melted butter comes in. You melt a little butter, you drizzle it over the top of that thing. I'm telling y'all.
Damn, don't Pop-Tarts do enough damage on their own,
No,
KG?
absolutely they do. Absolutely. But if you want to go one extra step further, like me, and achieve excellence, you throw the butter on there. At number 3, frosted blueberry. I mean, it's a classic flavor. It's
It's one of the icons.
Absolutely, man. And as you'll notice with the top 3, pretty basic. Hot fudge sundae. At
Never
number
had
2.
it. Didn't know it existed.
It's a good Pop-Tart.
It's so good. Look, 1 and 2 got me through high school because that's the only flavors we really.
So it's
had.
been around that long?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hot fudge
Hot
sundae.
fudge
go crazy.
sundae? Never
Now,
heard of it.
Like, go ahead.
I was just, it's like black with a white frosting and like a drizzle on it.
Is there a Surgeon General's warning on it?
No, it should be because like Spinny said, it's a little on the sweeter side, so you don't need anything extra with that. Just pop it open, heat it up, it's good to go. And at number 1, the classic. We don't really need to do anything. It's frosted strawberry.
You and I are simpatico
Yeah,
on this
come
one,
on,
man.
man.
Absolutely.
It's the one. It's
man,
the one.
I had the guns out that day.
Yeah.
Huh? Jesus Christ! Like, hey, social put a light on them and everything,
Right?
man.
Yeah,
Put a
man.
little oil on them, glitz it a little bit.
There's not even oil on it. That's natural, right
It's
there.
just butter.
Yeah, it's just melted butter, like the
Melted butter.
Pop-Tarts. Woodward Sports chat thread. Lions Detroit 35. Grown men crying on Monday, which you did, Spenny.
Yep.
I'm counting it. Pop-Tarts on Wednesday. Yeah, that's the arc.
You can't get the depth anywhere else.
No, you really
can't.
can't. Yeah, try that on the flagship. Eric Burrow, number 1, s'mores. Number 2, cherry. Nothing else. Yes. Phil, yes, it is the best show ever, but it's still mid.
Middays.
Middays. Ruling the middays,
right.
by the
Yeah.
way. The most viewed midday Detroit sports show on YouTube.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh, and everywhere.
Like, by far.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yes. By
tweets,
far everywhere.
tweeters.
Melted butter getting some love.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, I'm shocked how many people put melted butter on their Pop-Tarts.
Listen,
I would that would have never entered my brain.
Especially the cinnamon brown sugar specifically. It hits so good with that.
Phil says microwave or toast. If you put Pop-Tarts in a microwave, you're worse than eating
you're
the
sick fuck.
unfrosted
Well,
one.
You're
DNCENT. He leads it with it all in caps. Hear me out. Throw brown sugar cinnamon in the microwave for 12 to 15 seconds and a glass of milk. It's life-changing.
No,
You got to toast it.
They're toaster pastries. That is what they're defined as.
Got to toast it.
Let's get to my list then,
Well,
Spenny.
real
right.
quick, Art Vandelay says, have some respect for yourself and buy a toaster strudel.
Wow.
No, we love
I mean,
toaster
that
strudel.
is bougie. When
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
to put your own frosting
Can't
on it
afford
and
toaster
stuff.
strudels.
I'm looking forward to this one. Stick has just parachuted in on a
Yeah.
top 5 Wednesday. Stick's top 5 Pop-Tarts.
And let me preface, Pop-Tarts are not my lane, but you know what? And there I am. when I was 6 years old. My Don Johnson white jacket.
Fresh off a Pop-Tart, I'm sure.
Right.
That picture is in front of an Astro van, by the way.
Fresh out of Graceland, this guy.
Number 5. Jared
Fresh
Goff.
off of Vegas residency.
Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
The future Jared Goff Pop-Tart.
I had a very short list, so you know what? Whenever I have to fill a blank space, you know what's going in there? Jared Goff. Number 4, the S'more. Obviously, fan favorite. Made it to the top on some of your guys' list. Number 3, Frosted Strawberry. Obviously, an all-time classic. We all grew up with it. This is where it gets a little wonky. Brown sugar and cinnamon, straight raw dog out the package.
Yeah.
No toasting.
Nothing wrong
No
with
that.
microwaving. No heating up in any capacity, just inside my
and
gullet.
that's part of its resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Frosted,
what makes
right?
it the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's
Frosted,
what makes
right?
it the GOAT.
We
And that's
going
why
frosted?
at number 1, brown sugar cinnamon toasted. But if you don't raw dog your brown cinnamon sugar sometimes, you ain't doing it right.
That's facts.
And that's it. Those are the only Pop-Tarts I buy, really. The brown sugar and cinnamon, so I didn't know where to go.
Are we doing D-Max first and then yours?
Yeah, we will. Lions Detroit 35. Sorry, guys. There's a guy on ESPN who's killing it as well. Detroit Sports Show. Yes. The franchise. The flagship. Smashing them. Go look right now. Go look. So thanks for listening, Lions Detroit 35. All right, D-Max list.
Yeah, those guys don't pay up on their bets, though. They're punks.
They are
Absolutely.
punks.
This is, by the way, D-Max top 5 Pop-Tarts list. There he is at the Winter Classic, by the way. Number 5, Strawberry. Mm-hmm. Number 4, S'mores.
Okay.
S'mores is on everybody's list,
Respect.
man.
Yep.
Number 3, Blueberry. Number 2, Brown Sugar Cinnamon, which, of course, was never not going to be on D-Max list.
Yeah.
But D-Mac, in true D-Mac fashion,
Yeah, this one is.
I've never heard of this
It's
one.
up for debate.
It's
Number
gotta be
1.
Canadian.
chocolate chip pancake. And here's the deal. You guys remember Sandra Dorton in our chat
Yep. Shout out Sandy.
sent a box of Canadian only Pop-Tarts. Mm-hmm. And that shit got crushed in this
demolished.
building. It was open for about 30 minutes. Box opening, box closing, to quote Jay-Z.
There's like a
Like
creme
that.
brulee one, Boston
Snickerdoodles.
cream donut
The
one.
Boston cream one. Oh, God, I forgot about that. I would have put that on my list.
Yeah.
Because I guess my question would be, why does Canada get all the good stuff? Chips,
Those
Pop-Tarts.
chips she sent were what were they? Bacon and sour cream.
Sour cream, bacon, chives.
I dated a
Yeah.
Canadian girl for a while, and she loved ketchup chips.
Yeah,
I could
ketchup
buy them
chips.
from-
Solid.
But I'd have to import them from Canada.
Yes. Robert Sloppy Toppenheimer. Can't afford Pop-Tarts. Give me some Meyer toaster pastries. That's fair.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that's
Get it
fair.
how you live.
All right. Last one. Ryan's reaction. How the hell is s'mores making everyone's list?
Because s'mores is the best pop
It's not the best.
Why do you
but
hate America?
I don't hate it though.
All right, here we go. My top 5 Pop-Tarts.
Get you in the sports cave.
list.
Shout out Channel 7.
Oh yeah, Justin Rose. He and I were doing the sports cave. That was an Easter Sunday. I showed up from the mass that day.
Yeah. What year was this? Just curious. Wonder if it's around the time I worked there.
That was when Justin
I
Rose
was there from
relevant, so a long time
2017
ago.
to last year.
Oh,
15, 16,
Oh, okay.
17, around there.
Okay.
My top 5 Pop-Tart list. Number 5, cherry. Cherry I found is good in everything. Like cherry,
Debatable.
cherry turnovers, cherry pie. Is it? No, CKG, like you're
Debatable.
looking at it in the prism like it's not to be respected. That's false.
No, you respect it for sure, but
That's false.
cherry everything. does
Cherry
not
everything's
taste
to
good.
be respected.
Yeah.
It's on pretty much a top 5 of everything. Fruit, all of it.
cherries, fresh cherries.
Yeah,
are my
like
favorite.
cherry-
the
the fruit,
antioxidant
undefeated.
quality. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Cherry's top 5.
But
It's not
cherry flavored stuff ain't always good.
top 5. It's not top 1, but it's in everyone's top 5. Top 4, brown sugar cinnamon, for all the reasons outlined before. Number 3, blueberry. Respect the resume.
Yep.
Like, you can say there are more than 2 Pop-Tarts that are better than blueberry. Okay, I can't kill you on that. But do they have a better resume
No.
than blueberry? They do not. Number 2, s'mores.
Good quad one wins for blueberry.
That's what I'm saying. Like blueberry's like Kansas State basketball.
Oh my god.
They're never going to go to a Final Four, but they're always solidly in the tournament. Always. Number 2, s'mores, for all the reasons outlined before. Elite. It's just elite. And the filling. The filling to frosting combo with s'mores.
Yes.
It's good.
It could be The best in the game.
Probably the best per capita.
Right. When you start mixing in the crust with it,
You're right.
Yeah.
but if you just had the filling and you just had the frosting, s'mores is there.
But that's what number 1 is for.
Number 1's the GOAT.
I'm telling
Strawberry.
you.
Like, what are we talking
It
about
don't get
here?
no better.
Strawberry put Pop-Tarts on the map. There is no s'mores. There is no brown sugar cinnamon. There is no snickerdoodle, chocolate chip pancake. There's none of it. There's none of it without strawberry. So respect strawberry.
Dante 151.
He's
going
gonna
to
get you guys home.
Super chat. He says, "Screw ESPN. Original strawberry Pop-Tart is awesome, especially when you are raw dogging it. The frosting on the strawberry is elite."
Yes.
And then Art Vandalay says, "Are we sure this isn't a list of all Spenny's favorite stripper names?"
Top 5 stripper names next week.
Okay.
Oh, look at Neil.
All right.
Cool.
Executive
Sounds good to me.
decision. I like it.
Speak and you shall receive around here.
I like Jacinda.
I see a Maz sighting.
Maz.
What's Maz?
Maz,
got?
are you lost? You lost,
We
boy?
were talking Pop-Tarts.
Hey, boy, you lost?
Yeah.
What do we got, Maz?
What's up, man?
Maz.
Maz.
Hey.
Good to see everybody. I love this show.
We love you too, man.
Do
We
ya?
love you too, man.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart?
I truly believe that I belong on this show.
We'd love to have you, Maz.
My favorite Pop-Tart is I love the strawberry. I love the cherry. I love the blueberry. Frosting or no frosting?
All frosting.
I'll take them all.
And Maz, how many midgets can you fit in your car?
A lot. I got a big Ford F-150.
The Lions
We're
edition.
doing a midget wrestling. Heavyweights are going to be live from social.
I could see that. That's for sure. That's for sure.
But are you gonna see it?
That takes me back to the easy versus stick wrestling match.
Yeah.
JD was watching that the other day.
I
doing
need
Easy
video.
Wrestling.
I need video
It's
of
up. It's up on the YouTube.
Yeah,
That
just
was
search
the
it on
day we
YouTube.
had
I need
Calvin
to see
Johnson live in studio, and you guys were wrestling at the dojo.
Oh, I know. I never heard the end of it.
yeah.
We have Calvin Johnson in the studio. You and Easy are wrestling.
Yep.
It's good to see you guys.
It's good. It's always good to see you.
Yep, love you, man.
Neil, you
What?
the man.
No, Maz, you're the man.
Let's talk football tickets.
Oh my God, parlay tickets,
Let's
man.
talk.
Oh man, I could do a show with. I could do a show with Maz every day. I
Maz
could.
is the GOAT.
Maz is the goat. Everybody, shout out Maz. 2 to
filled
4.
in for the heavyweights one time. It was awesome. We spent like half the show just talking about music.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's Maz with Ermanni and Edwards. Damn it! I just changed the
damn
name
right.
of the show.
You damn right.
Maz with Ermanni and Edwards.
Let's go to break real quick. We'll come back. We'll talk some more sports for. We haven't talked a lot of sports today, but let me tell you about the watch party and the post-game show at Woodward Sports, live at Hayes Social. Obviously,
need
it's
a
being
lipstick.
easy for the watch party, then it's always Stick and Hansen for the post-game show.
Hey, the mic
Presented
messing up.
by New Holland Brewing Company, Sabbath Coffee Roasters, Soroki's
Technical
Crispy
difficulty.
Chicken and Pizza, and 1800 Tequila. Come out and check it. It is the post-game show and the live watch party only at Hayes Social.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon, and Ermanni and Edwards with Maz Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. They got their signature wings. Last time at the live watch party, they dropped off buffalo and lemon pepper. So good. My personal favorite is the spicy garlic, but you can try all 7 and choose your favorite for yourself. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. To find a Soroki's near you, go to Sorokis.com.
All right, keeping it pushing. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neil Rule. We got Stick in the house, KG, Spencer Raxter, Chase is here. And by the way, I want to bring in Chase for a second. I hope you enjoyed the what's that?
Spencer, just with the technical thing, the Jars logo was cut off. And he noticed it in the TD booth. He zoomed out. That's the level of professionalism in that TD booth I expect.
Well,
I do what I can.
It's Benmo Rax.
But no, listen, there's a lot of lazy people that would see that and be like, it's still fine. Spenny fixes
Spenny's not one of those people.
Right. So thank you, Spenny.
Chase is
acknowledged and recognized.
Chase is not one of those people either.
No.
You have a designer Pop-Tart that you wanted to bring to the light.
I do, yeah. Limited edition, the Scooby-Doo Pop-Tart. It was like the Scooby-Doo Wild Berry. It had
Get out of here.
Yeah, orange frosting. It had like some different sprinkles on there. It was like a blue dog bone and, similar to like the cutout shapes that you'd see in the Scooby-Doo fruit snacks. But that'd be my number one.
That plays because Scooby-Doo fruit snacks are the best fruit snacks. Scooby-Doo mac and cheese, Kraft mac and cheese,
better
is
than
the best mac and cheese. So
it tracks.
Yeah, it
well,
tracks.
I mean, if
sure.
you're gonna base your whole franchise off of feeding high people, you might as well be good at it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's fair.
I was a big Scooby-Doo guy.
Damn, you know what? When you start putting that all back together, that really was a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those like actual like Scooby snacks they made. They're like little like cinnamon sugar graham
Yeah, I
crackers
remember
in the
those.
shape of like dog bones.
They were
Those
solid.
were elite.
Yeah.
They still have those out. Dude, let's talk sports.
Sports.
We got to Dante's super chat, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Dante, man, is putting in work. We're just about home, by the way, to the last segment of the show. You guys, we're just about there. I will tell you what I like about Michigan football. Michigan in general or Michigan football?
Michigan football.
I've respected Michigan basketball.
No, you have. I can give you credit on that.
Yesterday
was the first one that said Dusty May is for real.
Yeah, last night was peak Michigan basketball, by the way. It was absolutely incredible. What else did we want to do here? Because
you guys want to talk Red Wings?
Oh, Red Wings, real quick.
Got to.
Stick.
Yeah.
Spenny. KG.
Yeah.
Is it time? Is it car flag time?
Oh, stop it.
Can we do the car flags?
5 in a row.
Can we do the car flags?
They got to get to 8-0, I feel like.
Can we
do the
chat
car
it?
flags.
Can we chat poll it? Is it time for the car flags? Yes or no?
I don't know. If you put up a Red Wings car flag, Piston fans may get offended.
You keep trying to make this a thing.
It's a thing, bro. Pistons
trying to
fans
make it a
are
thing.
like, everything offends them now. It's the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Well, I will give Pistons fans this, like the core of Pistons fans, like AKA Pistons Twitter, etc. They are deep in the streets, man, and they are locked in.
And they're 12 years old.
Yeah, and they're 12, and they're soft, though.
Jesus.
No, Pistons Twitter is notoriously bad.
It's crazy. Like, if Cade Cunningham isn't glazed nonstop,
He should be, though.
But they freak out. They freak out.
You want to know how quickly things change? The Red Wings are 2 points back of a playoff spot that's currently occupied by the Columbus Blue Jackets with a game in hand.
Well, that's what Steve Yzerman was talking about in his last press conference when he spoke to the press about the coaching change and all that. And he was like, hey,
we're one heater away.
That's like literally word for word. We're a couple wins going on a hot streak away. And how frustrating must that be as a GM to know I put the players on the ice. They're just not being motivated and managed right. And sometimes, you just rip the Band-Aid off. And you see this a lot, though. When a new coach comes in, you're hot for a couple weeks, but then his message starts to die a little bit. So you're just hoping that this momentum just continues to grow and the way these guys feel about themselves continues to grow. And next thing you know, confidence, young players, playing fast, you got a winning combination.
And I don't think they're going to go undefeated for the rest of the season,
I do.
But I think that this level of play can stay where it is because it's happening exactly how I thought it would happen under Coach Todd McClellan, who is a guy that has won a shit ton of games in the National Hockey League. He's been a head coach for 16 years, so the veterans listen to him. Patrick Kane is playing better. Sherratt is playing better. Mott, Kopp, Comfort, all of these guys are playing. Not Tarasenko, washed, cooked, not worried about him. But like these other guys that still have something to give, and you have Derek Lalonde preaching to them like, oh, you got to do my system, you got to play to my system, and you'll win, and they're not winning, so these veteran guys aren't going to buy into it. But then you've got Todd McClellan come in who has a track record of winning in the NHL and says, listen, I know how to win hockey games. You know I know how to win hockey games. This is what you got to do. They do it. They win. They're going to keep doing it.
And I keep going back to it. Like, it can't be this simple.
It seems that way.
It can be, though.
But it can't be. But it is. But it can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does he come in and just, like, sprinkle it on there, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Like, if you've ever worked in an office environment or you ever worked in any environment and you've had bad management, you know that you come in with your head down, you put in your hours, and you get the fuck out of there. It's not about progressing. It's just about, I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I paid for. Then you've also worked at places with management that'll let you flourish, and management that says, hey, we hired you for a fucking reason. Go do your job, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it. We'll evaluate in 3 weeks whether you're the guy for it or not. And that's exactly, he took the chains off these guys. He said, go play fucking hockey, and that's it. And I love that sentiment because you could tell that obviously from the outside, somebody had been observing this whole time. Like, man, these guys are playing tight. These guys are playing reserved. They're not playing with confidence. And you see it with Dan Campbell. You see Jared Goff damn near cry talking about what Dan Campbell has done for him after that Sunday night football game. And it wasn't about Dan Campbell teaching him X's and O's. That really has nothing to do with Jared Goff's ascension. It was that Dan Campbell believed in him, made him believe in himself. And that's what happens when you have quality management in place and people that understand you just have to do your job. Here's your job. Here's your list. Just do your job. And don't worry about the outside noise. And I think Chuck Daly used to say it the best. I'm not a coach. I manage 12 corporations. These guys are millionaires. These guys are making business decisions on the daily outside of playing sports.
Manage egos.
That's it.
That's it.
If you can manage egos, you're winning. What do you think Phil Jackson did? I mean, hell, the triangle offense was Phil Jackson's thing. But how many times during the course of a game when his team was struggling, do you see Phil Jackson just sit on the bench, never call a timeout, and let his team get through it? Psychologically, he wanted them to get stronger. Yeah. And why did he manage Dennis Rodman different than he managed Kobe Bryant? Because Dennis Rodman needed those things, and he managed to the man. And that's where Lalonde was just falling short. He was not respected in the locker room. He didn't let these guys play the type of hockey that got them to this level. And that's what happens. Very Matt Patricia-esque, right? Darius Slay, you got here. Well, you're not good enough for us. Like, oh, you shouldn't be stroking other people's wide receivers, saying they're good, making fun of him in front of the whole damn team. Darius left, trashed him. Glover Quinn, same thing. Like they all could see it.
So the Red Wings players were on strike, is what you're telling me?
Not on strike. They were just in drone mode. It's drone
like
mode,
that.
right? Come in, do my job, leave.
Yeah, they weren't listening to him, and rightfully so. He was trying to push a system and a play style that he didn't have the players and talent for, and he was stuck in his ways. Tom McClellan's coming in here saying, you guys have won a lot of hockey games in your career. We have a lot of veterans on this team. Just go play hockey like you've been doing your whole life. They've been more aggressive. They changed the PK. It's been a lot better. The power play looks sharper. And they switched up some lines to put more, I would say, complete lines on the ice. You put Veleno on that top line, so he's going to go out there, he's going to hustle, and he's going to fight, and he's going to show that grit and allow his playmakers to make plays on the back end. You put two extreme playmakers with DeBrincat and Kane with Comfer in the middle of them, so Comfer can just go out there and defend, or Comp, I'm sorry, can just go out there and defend and win faceoffs. And it makes guys better when you have a more balanced ice time, when you have either Edvinson or Seider on the ice at all times rather than both of them on the ice half the time. It makes your team better. And they're all just playing stronger. They're playing more physical. They're battling for pucks. And they're playing fucking hockey. It's what it is.
Which, by the way, Play Fucking Hockey t-shirt up right now.
Shop.woodwardsports.com.
Yep, by the way.
There you go. The chat poll. Is it Red Wings car flag season? 57% of you say yes.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't think it's time yet.
I wanted to get the temperature of the room.
Playoffs.
Kielbasa, golf chance equal car flag people. I don't know about that. Lastly, before we cut to the final break, when we come back, I'll do it. I will absolutely do it. I'm not going to, quote, confess my love for Michigan football, but I'll tell you what I like about Michigan football. Is that fair?
Yes.
I think that's fair. Jason Evans, by the way, Neil, I live in Sarasota, and that nasty-ass dog track is closed. I remember you talking about a year or so ago. I went to that track once because I wanted to go to the dog track, and it was everything that I thought it would be.
Was it Philadelphia?
Despair, defeat, sweat, unbuttoned shirts,
cigarette smoke,
no shot, grocery money gone. Like it was, Jason, it was all those things and more, and I loved it. And they had $2 beers, so it was a good time. So it was a lot of fun. All right, let's do the break. Planet Fitness, everybody. Got that work in this morning, as a matter of fact, as we always do at Planet Fitness. These are the Planet Fitness studios. And guys, like, look, I know it's the new year and like the New Year resolution stuff and all that, and that's fine. But in and above all that, Planet Fitness is the best gym in the gym game. Dollar for dollar, pound for pound. They've got tons of equipment. You're never waiting for stuff. It's never like overly crowded or any of that stuff also. I'm just telling you guys the things that I notice when I go in there. It's become a part of my life, an everyday part of my life. Today, we have to go to Dayton for work. I have to go to Cincinnati for work. There'll be Planet Fitnesses right there, as a matter of fact, that I can go to. And I'm a Black Card member, so I can go to them all. Tons of cardio equipment, tons of weights, the 30-minute circuit, all of it. Hey, guys, the weights weigh the same at Planet Fitness, so why are you paying $80 a month to be a member at another gym? I don't know either. Go to planetfitness.com or just pull in the parking lot. It's Planet Fitness. Don't pay more money to lift the same weights. What are we doing?
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Hey, Dr. Pierce, our injury insider right here at Woodward Sports. You can check him twice weekly, once on Big D Energy, once on Ermanni and Edwards. And make sure you check out the clips on our YouTube page. Doc breaks down everything from Aiden Hutchinson to Terrion Arnold to Jaden Ivey. When a big injury happens, you know who to get your professional opinion from. That is Dr. Pierce, and you're also going through some injuries, he can help you out too. Give him a call today, 248-426-9944, or hit that QR code above my head.
All right, final segment of the show. And look, I got to give a lot of credit. Neil Rule, stick in for DMAC, by the way. DMAC will be back tomorrow. I'll be out tomorrow. I got to travel for college basketball, as a matter of fact.
Reminds me.
That's what I aim to do.
I appreciate that.
In recognition of Dante 151's efforts, I have to deliver on this. Dante 151 did his part. The people
I'm doing my part.
Yeah, you did your part. The people fell a little short. They did, but that's all right, though. I'll reward this. I'm doing this for Dante 151. Last Bardo, Neil sucks.
All right.
I don't know,
Okay.
Last Bardo. The career says otherwise. But anyway,
debatable.
Aligna, is it Oakland Golden Grizzlies car flag season? If you celebrate revenue generation, yes, it is. We're goated at it.
Well, I love that you're wearing the OU shirt and I'm wearing the St. Mary's shirt because St. Mary's is playing at Oakland University tomorrow night against IMG,
Nice.
ESPN's #1 ranked high school basketball team in the nation,
Yep.
featuring Darius Acuff, formerly of Cass Tech.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Who
big
is
time matchup. I'll be calling the game.
Darius Acuff, who was heavily recruited by John Calipari in Arkansas right
That's
now.
where he's committed right now.
Yep. So there's that out there. Trey McKinney will be in the game, right?
He will be. He
Yep.
will be. That's going to be a fun matchup. Trey versus
Yes.
Acuff.
No, absolutely. So in honor of Dante 151, he carried the weight. So the bet was if we got to the number, it is a good fight song. See, I'm starting off right now. Top 3 fight song in college football.
Respect.
No doubt.
Respect.
No doubt. It is elite. It's electric. Top 5, top 3 intro 2 when they slap the banner.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Classic.
cool as well. Woodward Sports chat thread, Hoof-Hearted. Michigan doesn't have to play the "we're morally better than you" card any longer now that paying players is totally legal. It's just a spending contest now, and ain't no one gonna outspend them. I mean, Hoof-Hearted, like that. It took a minute. It took a minute, but finally, through I was the one at the forefront of this, right? KG, I expected more. I did. That's the root of the problem. I expected more from Michigan football than even you guys did.
Yeah.
For real. And then finally, I celebrate what Dave Portnoy did and the donors did and went and they took a recruit.
Yeah. And you celebrate that by saying they'll be Auburn.
They were Auburn this year.
Yeah. But going forward, you believe they will also be Auburn going
Well,
forward?
that's up for debate. We'll have to see, right?
Okay.
We'll have to debate that, and we'll have to see about that. I love the Jordan brand stuff.
Oh,
that was a great move by them.
Beautiful.
Absolutely great move by them. And the bottom line is, and this is something I think that I do accept it because I'm going to tell you this, even though you'll think that I don't. The Michigan brand is a necessity to college football.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's a necessity. The TV ratings dictate it. And whether or not, like, we sit here and laugh about it, whatever you want to say, the bottom line is when Michigan's on TV, people watch. They watch.
All right. Good, bad, or indifferent.
Good, bad, or indifferent. They watch. And they are the preeminent brand. I'll say this. Like, you want to get in the weeds, I think it's aggressive to say that it's, quote, over for the SEC.
No,
like
I
a lot of
wouldn't say
people
that.
have.
Yeah.
Like they're like, it's over for Georgia. I've heard media people in this town on the flagship.
It'll never be over for the
Georgia,
SEC.
it's over. They are 50-5 in their last 55 games. They went 2 years without losing a game.
Just based on geography, it'll never
It is
be
not
over
over
the
for
SEC.
Georgia. But with that being said, I will say this. 100% sincerity. Michigan is the preeminent college football brand in college football. They are number one. Numero uno. Stick, you can't pull the TV ratings their games pull. You can't. You don't wrap me up. I'm talking about Michigan football right now.
Right.
You
Damn
sit
right.
there
Let it
and
rock,
you
Spence.
wait for me,
Let
Spence.
him walk out the TV booth.
You sit there and
Sir,
wait.
don't play it again.
No, but Michigan has always been a part of proving that the Metro Detroit area is a football town, even when the Lions suck, because Lions would pull 80,000 on a Sunday. Michigan would pull 100,000 on a Saturday. There aren't many cities that are putting almost 200,000 people in football stadiums over the course of 2 days in this entire country. Michigan's a big part of that reason.
No doubt. Hoof-Hearted. SEC utter domination is over, but they'll always be a major factor. Well, get back to what if Texas wins this?
Yeah.
And go back, and guys, I'll just say this. Go back through the last 20 years. Look at the national champions.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'll never be.
Whole lot of money in this month. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
know
where
the
it's
game,
at. So, did I deliver? I felt like I delivered.
Neil, I'm so proud of you.
That was good.
That was fair, right?
Shout out
was.
Dante 151. Shout out to everybody who sent super chats today. Because yes, that we're doing a little thing that
Theme.
the winner of the month, most super chat by the show, gets to keep it. So,
Which I'll pump it back into the show.
and I got 2 legs, so I'm cool.
Oh, no.
I got either.
No,
if
it
it's
only
not-
goes to the desk's host.
What? I'm gonna start turning off super chats.
Ain't nobody getting no super chat.
Yeah.
But respect to Braylon for dropping a super chat yesterday on the morning show.
did.
For the morning show.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Brother.
Morning show been cleaning up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I had to come
We've
in
been
there and
cleaning up.
fire you guys up the other day, but we got to go in.
Dante
Fireworks.
Dante
Yeah.
151. Texas was a part of the Big 12 last year. Well, the Big 10 champion was a part of the Pac-12,
Yeah.
which you guys laughed and mocked.
There you go.
They came in here and won it.
Yeah. But see, we don't speak for this sector of fans.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job,
Stick, thanks, brother.
Hey,
I
thanks for
love
having
running
me.
with you, man.
It's always a pleasure to run
I love
with
drinking
a
bourbon with you.
professional. Yeah, and this is.
I really love you, Stick.
I love you,
I
man.
love you so
Bourbon
much,
Wednesdays,
Stick.
man.
What
I
you do
love
for
you,
Woodward,
bro.
man. I just love you, Stick. I love you for it. Spenny, I love you for everything you do for Woodward Sports,
Love
man.
you too, Anson.
I love you. No, I don't
is
think
that
you
what you're doing?
understand. I don't think you understand, Spenny. I love you.
God, that was so awkward, man.
I love you.
That was a lot.
Stick, going back to you. I love you, man.
Damn, just fuck me right. Yeah,
Dude.
just fuck me drunk, you, huh?
Yeah.
I love Anson, but like he starts out the show drunk, and then we're on for 2.5 hours,
Oh,
and by
God.
the end of the 2.5 hours, he's just annihilated.
Anson been on a run
Yeah.
lately, though. He been on a magical run.
Like he
KG
went on for 20 minutes. I'd be like, dude, nobody came here to hear about me.
Right.
Like everybody wants to hear about this win.
No.
5,000 people are watching, not to care about me.
Right.
Yeah. KG,
Love it though.
we ain't good, but we're real good.
We working toward it, and that's what matters.
For Stick, for KG, Spencer Baxter, for Chase, I'm Neil Rule. Thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy. Well, see you later.